Another Monday. Here we are. What's going on, everybody? We are 1 minute until showtime. Go home show tonight. 4 Survivor Series. We're right off the heels of one pay-per-view and heading right into another. Shit moves fast. How y'all doing this evening? Let me go down here and say hi in the chat. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. And yeah, and here we go. So tonight on Raw, I guess we got Brock Lesnar and Stephanie McMahon advertised. That's all I really know about. And I guess we got a couple of holes to plug still on the Survivor Series card. And that should be about it. Let me just check over here. All right, we're good to go. All righty. Stan Lee. Yes, I know. I saw that today. That's a shame. I'm not a big superhero movie person or superhero person in general, but I knew who he was. How old was he? 96, 95? Crazy. The dude was a boss. I feel bad for all the fans, you know. Is he Marvel? He's Marvel, right? I think he had a lot to do with the creation of a lot of those characters. That's really all I know about him. But he's a fucking legend, man. That's sad. Lots of sad people today. What's going on, Dawn? We got a birthday in the house. Is it your birthday? Sweet. Happy birthday. Let's hope WWE actually gives you a good present, not a shitty one tonight. Where is Raw tonight? Raw's in your hometown, OJ? I'm not aware of Raw's whereabouts this evening. David Person, I don't even know who that is. I mean, I lived in North Carolina. I know a lot of the legend names, you know, the Earnhardts and stuff, but I don't know who Dave Person is. That sucks, man. Lost some celebs today. All right. What is that? Pure Country? No. No, thank you. All right, Modern Family is still on. Who is that girl in the bikini? Kansas City. Oh, Kansas City. Kansas City always makes me sad. The whole Owen thing. Yeah, other than that, I don't know what else is advertised tonight other than Stephanie. I guess Stephanie is going to... yeah, I don't know if they've changed the name of Kemper Arena or if it's still there, if they got a new building. I don't know, but it might be in the same building tonight, which is always hard. But aside from, like, I guess Stephanie's coming out to address the World Cup controversy. I thought that was, like, just, who cares? So I don't know what that's going to mean. I guess it's just going to add more for Survivor Series, and there is a couple of Raw team members to fill still, I believe, so, or at least one, I think. So maybe that's what this is all about. Veterans Day. No, I didn't. I have no idea about the Mixed Match Challenge prize. Don't even know what that's about. Is that over yet? I haven't watched a lick of it. All right, we are all good. All right. A couple of weird little things on my screen here. Let me just clean those up. Get that off of here. All right. Ready to rock. 2 spots, yeah. So the only people that are on the team is Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler, right? The 3 of them again. Kurt Angle isn't in there because he lost. Corbin apparently isn't going to work. I still think Corbin might get in there somehow. I'd rather him just stay out. But if they got some spots to fill, I don't know what they're going to do here. She might. I didn't think about that. That's right. The girls are having a match too. Yeah, is Stephanie going to add herself to the Raw team? Wow, what if Stephanie added herself to the Raw team and Paige added herself to the SmackDown team? Because Charlotte never really came out last night to, like, be the captain. Maybe she blows them off and they need a captain. And Paige is like, fuck it, I'll get in the ring. Just a thought. All right, this is a very long opening video package here. So Raw is not quite kicked off yet. Yeah, I mentioned that last week too, Harper, about Seth and Dean joining the team, but how fucking stupid is that? It just makes no, like, storyline sense. Not that I should be complaining about anything making sense in pro wrestling, but it's like, why would you comprise a team of 5 guys that can't fucking stand each other? It's not even like how you build a team at all. Best talent doesn't necessarily make the best team. We've seen that time and time again in sports. So I just think it would be silly to add those 2 to the Raw team. When there's really, at the end of the day, nothing on the line aside from bragging rights. So who cares? I mean, is that Kemper? Yikes. Oh, there's the rest of the tag teams. I was talking about that in my last podcast, too. I had forgotten about Slater and Rhino. And I guess the Colognes are still floating around. We got Lucha Party, Gable Roode, Ascension, Rhino, Slater, and B-Team all in there. I guess this is a Battle Royal. So wait a minute, is this, I didn't hear what they were saying, is this Battle Royal for whoever wins is the captain? I mean, this is all, these teams are all going to be in the match. Oh, Strowman to come out and interrupt this thing? Okay. Well, Strowman wants him some of Corbin. They're sidetracking Strowman here off on this Corbin deal and stuff. I think the odds of him winning the Universal title at this point are pretty fucking slim. I think McIntyre's going to be the guy. I mentioned the possibility of Strowman maybe just winning the Royal Rumble and going to SmackDown. I don't think you'd even really need to do that, though. Alright, so Strowman's just beating the shit out of all these guys. But, like, if you want to know who Team Raw is going to be, they're in the ring there. Oh, yeah, that's right. Technically, the Battle Royal can't end in a DQ, so this is going to have to end. Unless they just throw out the Battle Royal. Now he's going to go for a jog. Ooh, Strowman almost fell over. Yeah, right? Just put Strowman and Nicholas in there. Man, I'd like to get the Revival over to SmackDown and get some Revival versus Usos matches. That would be sweet. Well, I don't know what's happening with the Battle Royal here. Give me the microphone.
He's angry, that's all we know.
The entire Raw Tag Team division just felt the fury of the monster among men.
I never realized how crooked Strowman's nostrils were before. Oh, no kidding, Rhonda. I didn't know that. Hey, you know what? At least that's an actual prize. I think that's a good idea. Why not? So the winner of the Mixed Match Challenge will get the number 30 spots in their respective Rumbles. Okay. Fine with me. Otherwise, the Mixed Match Challenge seems completely pointless, which is why I haven't watched it at all. I don't even know who's in the finals. Thanks for the super chat, Barry. Any match can end in a DQ. Maybe not a DQ or a no contest or just end it. I mean, last week they just threw out the match because a pair of sunglasses were ripped in half. Oh man, that is the most nauseating fucking theme song I've ever heard. It's so awful. And she just walks out there to it like she's so badass. Your song sucks, Stephanie. Alright, if she slaps Strowman, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Lucha Party's still selling the beatdown. Everybody's selling. God, that song is so fucking horrible. Look at what Stephanie's wearing.
Championship match again.
She's in the type of clothes
And you have every
that you would take a bump in.
but you can
So maybe if she slaps Strowman, he puts her through a fucking table. TVPG.
listen.
Somebody told me about the Raw overruns. Thank God. God damn, we don't need 15 more fucking minutes after 3 hours.
For the bigger picture, for
It amazes me that Raw runs over, but SmackDown, only a 2-hour show, has to end right at the top of the hour. So stupid. So yeah, Raw doesn't need overruns. I'm glad they're gone. Fuck them. 11 o'clock, I want to be done watching wrestling. Or 8 o'clock for me.
the World Cup and declared himself the best in the world. Are you gonna let him disrespect everyone on this roster? Are you gonna let him disrespect you? It's
Look, I don't give a damn about Shane.
Yeah, nobody cares about Shane.
And I don't give a damn about representing you at Survivor Series.
well, I do give a damn. And as the commissioner,
If she slaps him,
Raw, you and everyone else on this roster better give a damn too.
Well, with all due respect, Stephanie, I know how you corporate type look at me like I'm some mindless meat castle.
Meat Castle.
But realize, I know when someone's trying to manipulate me. So when
That'd be a great name for like a porn movie.
lapdog Corbin out here so I can get this over with.
Meat Castle.
I am not underestimating you, Braun. You are an intelligent man, and I am a businesswoman, so I have a business
Well, Stephanie's not
proposition for you.
on the show every week, so this particular segment isn't necessarily same shit every week.
Get what you want. Now, Team Raw has defeated Team SmackDown the past 2 years in a row, and when you lead our team to victory again this Sunday night, you can have whatever you want. Money, planes, trains, automobiles, you name it.
Who wants a train, Stephanie? Hey, if I win this match... No, get down, buddy. Not right now. Ah. Yeah, if I win this match, Stephanie, I want my own train. Hook me up.
I don't care about planes or trains or any of that. I want another Universal Championship match against Brock Lesnar.
How about if they win, he gets that at the Rumble? Is that what they're going to do here?
Done.
Done.
But before that, I want Baron Corbin.
Done.
I'm like, and I want a cheeseburger.
I want to pick the stipulations.
Stipulations.
Done.
Then good. You make sure Corbin signs a waiver so I'm not responsible for the damages.
That might take a little more time. I need to run it by the lawyers, but I'm confident I can get it done. On one condition. You don't lay a hand on Baron Corbin until after Survivor Series.
Which is only one night, dude. It's only tonight.
Prove that you're a team player. You need to prove that you are a proud member of the Raw roster, and then you can have whatever you want.
What's going on, Catherine? Hour-long train ride, damn. All right, we'll let you know. I don't know what Elias is doing tonight.
WWE headquarters and I'll destroy the whole building.
Brock already did that, Strowman.
Listen, I'm not trying to manipulate anyone. I'm being very transparent about what I want and how I want to get it. I'm here to motivate everyone on the Raw roster. Monster, man, woman, champion, machine.
What the hell's Rousey doing out here? All smiles. Hey, Stephanie, it's your best friend. He's like, yeah, I got a pair of gloves. Yeah, they got a lot to do tonight. Getting everything finalized for Survivor. Got 2 Raw spots to fill. I believe we have an entire women's team to fill. And maybe something else. Oh, and the tag team bullshit. So lots gotta be worked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Raw Women's Champion.
Give me that microphone.
You can save the pep talk, Steph. There's nothing you could say, nothing you could offer me to make me more motivated than I already am. I've been waiting for a challenge like Becky Lynch since I came to the WWE, and I'm so tired of hearing.
They should have Becky run in and attack her here.
My arm off. I really can't wait to show the man how it's really done.
It kind of sucks. I'm not sure if putting Ronda with Becky is even the best move. I'm looking really forward to the match. I think it should main event. I'm thinking Ronda Rousey's going to win. I don't have any investment either way who wins or loses. I don't fucking care. I just want to watch the match. But fans are going to make this shit controversial. And if Rousey wins, which I'm expecting her to, the two are probably going to have a great match, and it's all going to be ruined because people are going to be mad that Becky didn't win. When in reality, it was probably a beautiful match and a great step forward in the women's division. But when your favorite doesn't win, that gets your panties in a bunch, and then you got to hear everybody say, oh, she should have won. I'm picking Rousey, man. But I just think WWE's kind of dumb, especially as beloved as Becky is, put her in there. I don't want to get Ronda heat when she doesn't deserve it, especially when she's working pretty well, having good matches. What do you want, Corbin? Oh yeah, Strowman can't touch him. Any day on those cheese sticks, Corbin, whenever it's convenient for you. You just take your time. I'm in no rush. It's only been 4 months. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck are they chanting? Get these hands. Maybe Rousey will just kick his ass.
After Shane McMahon stole the WWE World
Yeah, Becky is over.
we can't afford to get embarrassed again.
I think Becky will be fine, even in a loss. Look at the way Ronda sold for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Bella. Becky's gonna put a hurting on Rousey.
We can get overconfident. Look, Ronda, a good man.
There, I told her, yeah, kick his ass. Rousey, I like your hair better like that than those weird-ass cornrows that you do. She took him down. It's alright, Corbin. Happened to Triple H, too. Don't sweat it. I thought Strowman couldn't touch him. Yeah, Jason, I think the Becky-Ronda match could eventually maybe lead there. I still think they got a ways to go to make that happen, so maybe this can just be something that they resume later. But I don't even think in a match like that, when it's 2 different brands, a lot of people are pitching me ideas on Twitter and social media all week, or what if this person interfered, or what if somebody screwed Ronda Rousey? I just don't think Ronda's first loss is coming on Sunday. And plus, I think her loss needs to be, like, kind of monumental. You know, and Becky has no real issue with Ronda aside from the fact that they're thrown together in a match because they're champions. There's no storyline angle, nothing that's, like, building to this that would even give them a reason to do some dramatic finish because you can't follow up with it. They're on separate shows. So if Becky screws Ronda, Ronda can never get a revenge because Becky's on another show. So I just think that I'm not ruling out interference. Nia Jax and Tamina could come down. You could have a lot of different things happening, but a match like that, we don't get too many like big one-on-one female matches. We get a few, we've had a few, but this feels like a big one. So I just want to see a good match with a winner and a loser. Don't care who it is. Don't care who the fans think it should be. I don't give a fuck. I just want to see a really good match, and I think we're going to see it on Sunday. Still going to predict Rousey, but hey, if Becky somehow pulls off a win that I don't think she's going to get, I'll be the first one there cheering her and congratulating her. It's just you can't get all uppity about Asuka losing her streak and then be fine with Ronda doing it. Because at the end of the day, all it comes down to is with Asuka, you didn't like Charlotte, and with Rousey, you do like Becky. So you don't care what makes sense and what doesn't. You care about who you want to win. And that's all I've been getting all week about this Becky and Ronda situation. I'm like, can't we please just enjoy a nice, awesome women's match? Because you know it's going to be one. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I think WWE should consider putting that match on last. I mean, I talked about the possibility of WrestleMania main eventing. What about Survivor Series? That'd be a good first step. You know, they've done an in-between pay-per-view. Now they're doing a major pay-per-view. Only one step left. The biggest one. So, you know, I'd be all for that. So I'm just looking forward to the match, and I think it's going to be exciting. But fans, you know, they're not even appreciating what a great matchup it is. They're already getting themselves worked up about who should and should not win. Fucking sit back and relax and enjoy it, man. Don't look so deep into it. You know, you can't claim to be a real wrestling fan when you don't give a shit about the wrestling. Because you know as well as I do, if the two ladies tear the house down, but Ronda wins, everybody's gonna think it's a huge fucking mistake and the pay-per-view sucked. Forget the fact that the two women just killed themselves in there. Doesn't matter. Because Rousey won. So, I'm almost glad that I'm going to be at Survivor Series so I don't have to be on Twitter listening to that bullshit on Sunday. Crazy. Yeah, Dawn, I've said that the whole time. You know, the biggest problem was not the streak ending, was the follow-up. But, you know, Asuka's streak coming to an end, you know, you combine that with her being in there with Charlotte, and the fans are like, oh, she gets pushed too much, so it just creates controversy. I thought WWE could just keep on rolling with Asuka. There was no reason that should have buried her. That was no reason for that to have harmed her at all. An ambulance going by. But it did. You know, I thought she could just pick back up, get a title shot at SummerSlam, win the belt, but for some reason WWE just like, nope, we hate you now. So that's on them. Yeah, Brock might beat AJ, but who cares? Like, if Brock beats AJ, is the wrestling world going to die? You know, I mean, like, what the fuck? You know, if you ask me, Brock should beat AJ. He's a trained fighting machine who's twice his size. There's no reason that he shouldn't beat AJ. But the fact that match happened last year, and AJ's now held the belt for over a year, that would be a sweet-ass feather in his cap. But again, you know, if AJ were to defeat Brock randomly in a one-on-one match, it might diminish when he drops it later. Oh, well, you know, AJ beat him. You know, I want to see, like, nobody being able to beat Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns got lucky at SummerSlam. He's mowed through everybody else. Nobody's even come fucking close. And then, McIntyre. You know, he meets another big bad badass that puts him down at WrestleMania. You might just have to save it. Hell, maybe you can do a non-finish. Maybe Strowman comes out and fucks the match up. Maybe McIntyre does. I don't know. I don't really want to see a schmaz in that either. I don't want to see any interference or bullshit or a DQ or the match thrown out. It's a match that's so beautiful. I would like to see a winner and a loser. And I think I am rooting for AJ, but I don't think he's going to win. Either way, I think I'm in for some nice-ass matches on Sunday. Did I miss a super chat? What's going on, Chris? Are you able to watch this show? Weren't you tweeting me earlier about what time this shit comes on and everything? Better promo botch, Owen Hart. I kicked your leg out of your leg, or Psycho Sid calling Bret the Bret Man Hart. Oh, thanks for the super chat. I don't remember Bret the Bret Man Hart. Sid had so many. Sid had a lot worse ones than that. There was the one where he tried to do a retake, but they were live. Jim Ross, we're live, pal. And then the one from WCW where he said to Kevin Nash, like, I have half the brain that you do, or some shit like that. So I'd say that one was probably worse than both of those that you have up there. Owen always said funny shit. But between those two, I'm definitely going Owen. And you guys are going to have to fill me in because I'm talking so much. I'm not listening to the commentators. So if they're giving me any Survivor Series information that I'm missing... Okay, I heard that. So Alexa Bliss is going to announce the team later. And now we got Ember and Nia again. This time, Nia's a heel. And she's with her new BFF, Haku. Yeah, Dawn, I mean, I'm kind of sleeping on Rollins and Nakamura. I kind of forget that one's even happening. That's a fucking match, too. I mean, those three are pretty sweet. I don't really think the women's 5-on-5 is going to be that great. I think the men's 5-on-5 has potential, but last year sucked a pile of ass.
Intentions were certainly made clear.
Yeah, she went right after Ember Moon. Nia Jax looked on. Now remember, Nia and Ember had been great friends. Ember came up in this business idolizing Nia Jax.
Yeah, Haku and Rikishi, right? Yeah, I made that comparison. They kind of remind me of the female version of those two.
Dropping repeated elbows on her former friend. And an exclamation.
And again, I mean, I like the Nia heel turn because she won the Battle Royal at Evolution, which means she's going to get a title shot. We already saw babyface Nia versus babyface Rousey, didn't we, at Money in the Bank? They were all smiles and everything. Even the challenge came down with a big smile, and they were so happy together. I'd rather, if they're going to go at it again, I'd rather see a heel and face matchup there. So Nia going heel was fine with me. She could use a theme song change, though. I'll give you guys that.
Ember looking on. Oh, that distraction by Nia could cost Ember in this match.
That's Tamina and Ember, not Nia and Ember. Why do they give them two separate entrances? You guys are confusing me. I'm thinking Nia Jax is in the match.
Grew up with her, and here we go. Now she's enemies with her.
Like, you can't really trust anybody in this business. And don't trust anybody's system applies.
Brock is in the house, from what I understand.
My path alone, but tonight I'm looking for revenge. See you soon, Nia and Tamina.
This isn't about trust. This is about business. It's about two dominant forces aligning in Tamina and Nia Jax. I don't think anyone in the women's division can stop them. I agree with you on that point. Great athleticism by Moon. Ember Moon now with rights and left fighting back against
Ember and Asuka would make a great tag team. They would.
Ember calls herself the War Goddess. Rapid fire strikes from Moon with a step up Enziguri and Tamina down to one knee.
Yeah, a little bit worried about Alexa Bliss, too, because she's had a couple of concussions, and she's not been cleared.
Tamina kicks out.
So they're kind of putting her in that administrative role, too, sort of.
The Raw women's team for the traditional
Her little business suit.
this coming Sunday.
So you got her doing that, and Paige. It's just like,
Some last-minute decisions on who will
you know, between Paige and Alexa Bliss, Daniel Bryan for a short time, Corey Graves. It's happening to a lot of guys, and it's cool WWE will find spots for them, but like, they might not be able to do that for everybody.
Alexa Bliss is looking at this as the same way as anybody here on Monday Night Raw does. What's
I hope AJ shows up too, because if Brock is coming out here, they're gonna fly him into Raw and burn a date just for him to cut a promo on AJ. Like, they should do something.
Ember Moon has come to fight here tonight.
I would love to see AJ just come in from behind, nail Brock with a phenomenal forearm.
Diana once again provide the distraction.
Good lord.
Tamina's taking over. This match continues live.
This match continues live. Another commercial. Yes, Survivor Series is this Sunday. So I'm going to be up on, I guess, what are we going to do here? Thursday or Friday. I might actually wait till Friday because tomorrow, got a new video coming out. That actually reminds me, I've got about 10 minutes of work to do on the video that I'm going to release tomorrow. I was going to use the Premiere feature, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to upload it like normal now. So it'll be This Day in History and a DVD review on Eddie Guerrero. So courtesy of Barry. And then I got 2 Patreon videos in the works on Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Cesaro, all sorts of shit. So keep a lookout tomorrow. I'll probably, once I'm done with it tonight, I'll probably just upload it to YouTube around midnight my time. So yeah, which is in about 6-7 hours from now. What's going on, Howeezy? How are you? It's been a long time, new one since I went to a show. I wouldn't even know who I would call these days to go backstage. I used to know Beth Zaza. She was Vince McMahon's secretary back in the day, and in the 90s, she would get me backstage. I wouldn't even know how to do that now. I just have to sneak back there. I'll hide underneath a food cart and then jump out. Like, holy shit. I'm backstage. Where's Sarah Logan? War Games is shaping up pretty good too. What do we got? We got Kyrie and Shayna in a 2 out of 3 falls, I think. We got Ciampa and Velveteen. What else? We got the War Games match. We've got War Raiders and Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and who else against Undisputed? What match am I missing? Missing something. What's going on, K-Dog's Kennel? No, Mike, I've been not affected by the fires. Today has been windy as shit. And I haven't even, like, really checked on the fires and what's going on, but I can't imagine this is good. It's been a very dry... You know, even my lips kind of feel, like, dried out, like they would if it was cold out. Except it's not cold. It's just windy as shit. I'm safe down here, but those are some pretty crazy fires up there. San Francisco and the Bay Area is getting hit, and then here in LA, I was a little bit nervous for Survivor Series. Just a little bit, you know. Be going up there if the fires are going to affect anything, but I think we are good. Oh yeah, Gargano and Black. That's right. That's the big... Yeah, so those are like 4 big matches. I think it's only a 4-match card. And there's a chance I'm going to be there. I actually might go to TakeOver because I'm going to Something to Wrestle earlier on in the day. And then I was talking with Catherine about finding a bar just to go watch NXT. But we're kind of having trouble finding one. So I think I'm just going to ask around and say, hey, does anybody know of any places that play? You know, maybe you have to go to a Hooters or something to watch the show. Or... might just pick up some last-minute tickets in the cheap seats and just go to the fucking show. So it's kind of up in the air what I'm actually going to do and how I'm going to go about watching NXT on Saturday. But might wind up going to the show. James Rosano, a young wrestling fan watching Harley Race matches, would definitely say that he's boring. 2 different generations, you know, of fans. Like, look, that's the shit we get to see now. You know, we have what I consider 3, 4.5 star matches that fans think were boring or something, or they're mad about the outcome. Wrestling was just different back then, different style, especially the style of a Harley Race and that southern kind of wrestling. Ric Flair, I think Ric Flair was better than Harley, like in the ring. But Harley had his own, you know, you just have to watch, like, you just have to remember it as it was, you know. It's just hard to describe. To me, I think of Harley Race as a legend. His book is sitting right here. I've read it twice. He's an awesome wrestler. But you know, when today's fan is given matches like what we see in New Japan and NXT and that just crazy style of athleticism, it's hard for a fan to really appreciate some of those older style guys. You know, that worked a slower, more methodical, deliberate pace like Harley did. I mean, Harley would go up to the top rope and land a headbutt. He could bump pretty good over the top rope and shit, but he certainly wasn't AJ Styles. Harley wasn't delivering any phenomenal forearms, to say the least. Yeah, I saw. We talked about MD on. We talked about Stanley. That's a shame. I'm not a big superhero fan, but I knew of him. I knew what a legend he was, so that's pretty sad, man. King Harley. I remember watching the Coronation on TV when he came in to WWE. And they made him the king. It was so weird. By the way, this is Ember Moon and Tamina match is still going on. Race, the original king. I think Lawler was doing the king far before, long before Race was. Race had already had his run in the NWA as a multi-time champion. It wasn't until he came to the WWE that they slapped a gimmick on him. They made him the king. Yeah, he was the king from about, I guess, 86 till 89. Tamina with a splash. That is scary. She's going to beat her. Yeah, that match could have gone about 4 minutes less. I would have been fine with that. Yeah, I watched that match on Saturday Night's Main Event. I remember I had the original VHS copy of it. Stayed up late and watched it that night, and Race went for he just went to fall on Hogan, who was on a table, and Race was on the apron. Hogan moved, the table bent, because there was no gimmick tables back then. Table didn't break, it just bent, and fucked him up. He was out of action for a while. They put the crown on Haku, and then when Race came back, he kind of came back as a babyface. Had a match with Haku for the crown, and then he lost, and that was it. The Race was a tough son of a bitch too. I want to say it was Royal Rumble where the Race and Haku match happened, but that is two tough bastards. I mean, I'd pay some money to see those dudes fight for real. His Race was not to be trifled with either. Oh yeah, Jackie Fargo. He's Lawler's mentor. There's Elias. What's he doing tonight? All right, so it's going to be Elias and Lashley. Winner joins the men's team. All right. You know, I got to be honest. I think Lashley's gonna get on the team. Top 50 superstars, and Batista was 49. You don't think he should be there? Who cares? Who cares what WWE's lists say? What, you don't mean he should be where? At 49 or on the list at all? Top 50? I'm not a big Batista fan, but I'll put him top 50. He had a bunch of world titles, bunch of big moments. Worked with a lot of top guys, main evented WrestleMania. Only a handful of guys main evented WrestleMania, a lot less than 50. I'd probably put Batista top 50. In WWE top 50 single stars, sure. If he's not on the top 50, then he's 53. But yeah, WWE coming out with a list that nobody agrees with, big surprise. I don't give a damn. King Duggan. I remember when Duggan won the crown, and then I remember when Savage won the crown, because I'll never forget that match when Savage beat Duggan, and how fucking sexy Sherry looked that night, that dress she wore in that match. Oh my god. 12-year-old me was getting some tingly feelings watching that match. What the fuck is this anime shit here? What am I watching? Did I change the channel? Oh, it's a video game. Figures. Figures! Yeah, I got a feeling Elias will lose too. I don't know if Corbin might even get involved in this. Possibly. But Elias is just like, I mean, think about it like this. If Elias was on the team, WWE probably wouldn't have him do any sort of like performance. You know, he'd be with his team preparing. So if they want to have an Elias segment on Survivor Series for any reason and have him be out there doing something, you know, that might actually be a more memorable place for him to be than on the Survivor Series team. It's because if he does make the Raw team, he ain't going to be a Survivor. He's probably going to get eliminated. So he's probably just better off losing here and then just performing, doing a song at Survivor Series. It is in LA. Maybe The Rock shows up. Just saying. Mike Bills, I love DDP and Savage, but come on now. Brett and Austin for life. Yeah, Connor, I've thought about doing that for Rumble and Survivor Series. The only problem is it's just my memories aren't as good. I'd have to go back and rewatch a lot of shows. That's a big undertaking, so maybe one day. Oh shit, we got Giants scoring. I really need Odell Beckham to catch a couple of touchdowns tonight, because I'm going to lose fantasy. And I'm really pissed about it. the other night on Twitter, I asked people, I'm like, who should I start? Chicago defense home against Detroit or Jets home against Buffalo? I had Chicago in. I was all set to start them. They've been a kick-ass defense all year. But I'm like, do I really want to root against my own fucking home team? So I picked up the Jets because they're playing Buffalo, and Buffalo sucks. So I decided at the last minute to take out Chicago, put in New York Jets. Jets got me -2 points. Chicago would have gotten me 20, and I'm losing by 11 points right now. Or I'm sorry, I'm losing by 18 points in fantasy. So if I just would have started Chicago, I would have won. So I'm down 18, and I've got Odell Beckham playing right now. So if he gets 2 touchdowns, I can still win. But I'm not optimistic. Oh, I just clicked off the screen. Hopefully I don't pause here. Whoops. We still good? We look good over here. All right. Whoops. I actually did that thing where I like exited out of the screen, but I'm back up. It looks like we're all right. Yeah, I'm liking Ambrose too. Now, one thing, are they doing, correct me if I'm wrong, has Ambrose spoken yet since the heel turn? He hasn't said anything, right? He just stands out there silent, or he attacks. Bastion Booger top 50. Come on, give Bastion Booger some respect. Top 10. Easily. Easily. Did he really? Beckham scored? Fucking sweet. Let me go check out my, let's just look it up on my phone. Oh my god. I cannot believe, if I lose because of this fucking defense, I'm going to be so pissed. Alright, it's 129 to 117. And we're 1 quarter in, and Beckham's got just a solid 7 points, so that must have been all he's caught so far. Huh? I got a chance. I got a chance. Give him a few more receiving yards. Hell, if he just catches for another 100 yards, I might actually have this. We shall see. Yeah, I'm sure Dean's cut some promos on a live show, but I mean, like on TV, he hasn't really said anything. And plus, if, you know, Rollins working with Nakamura, you know, does Dean even need to, like, interfere in that? But he might. I mean, if you ask me, they should put Dean on the Raw team. Should probably be Lashley and Ambrose to be in the final 2. They have Shawn Michaels as number 1 on that list? You know, just like best ever is such a broad topic too, you know? Like, I think there should be different lists. You know, if you're judging in-ring work, greatest world champions ever, yeah, I'd put Shawn fucking number 1. You know, if you're doing most successful, then you're probably gonna have to do Hogan. If you want to do best all around, it might have to be Bruno or Taker or somebody like that. There's just like lots of like different ways you can look at it and skew it. Everybody's got their opinion. But it's like those PWIs that come out. Everybody gets all uppity about like who's number 1. Like, who fucking cares? I don't think it's really meant to be taken that seriously. No, Lesnar did not come yet. We are 42 minutes into the show, and no Lesnar yet. Corey Graves conducting a rare interview. Alright, so this is probably just going to be another promo on Dean, I guess, right? Yeah, plus if you want to have like a top this or top that, like every single person is going to have a different list. People, nobody's going to say, hey, let's say, hey, all 10 of us, like, let's write down our top 20 wrestlers. Every single list is going to be different. Everybody's number 1 will probably be different. That's how different it'll be. One of my most watched videos on my channel is my top 10 favorite wrestlers that I did a couple of years ago. And it was like just my top 10 favorite. I made that very clear in the description and, you know, before I, you know, in the podcast itself. I'm like, just to be clear, I'm not saying these are the 10 greatest. These are my personal favorites. I don't have more dislikes on any video than that one for some reason. Even that Undertaker April Fool's video that fooled everybody. I don't even have more dislikes on that than this fucking video. I'm like, why does anybody care what my top 10 is? Like, it just blew me away. Like, I'm not saying that they're the best. I'm just saying they're my favorite. That's all. What wrong with that?
It's no secret it's been a trying few weeks for you, but if we could, I want to talk to you about Survivor Series. Because 6 nights from tonight, you will represent Raw as the Intercontinental Champion against SmackDown Live.
Thank you for that.
Champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ken terminated by YouTube. I can't even read what your fucking thing said. I appreciate it. No, I'm not doing any wrestling trivia. I mean, I got a lot of info in my brain, but like I'm not a trivia guy. I suck. Funny thing is too, I already know what I'm gonna do for my April Fool's video this year, and I'm like laughing inside because I just can't wait. It's gonna be great. I listen to some people. I'm so busy working on my other shit, as everybody else probably is too. I probably listen to other people about as much as they listen to me. But yeah, Tony and Kevin Castle occasionally. I'll hear their stuff. I pretty much occasionally hear everybody's stuff. Yeah, I think the one I'm going to do this year is going to be better than my Undertaker one last year. Because the Undertaker one I did last year, I literally decided to do it like 2 days before. But the next one might be funnier. Oh, there he is. Maybe he's actually going to speak. The burning trash can. What's with the burning fucking trash can? Are you roasting hot dogs? Yeah, what kind of car is that? A fucking Corolla?
Guess your architect doesn't have all the answers this time, does he? What do you want to know, Seth? Are you wondering maybe I shouldn't have talked to Dean like he was an imbecile so much?
I think Dean should hit the ring in Dirty Deeds Corey Graves. That'd be awesome. People have an issue with Asuka not being champion. People have an issue with fucking everything. I don't care what they are mad about. Happy birthday, Joshua. Tomorrow is your birthday. Shit, what's the date? I think tomorrow's my dad's birthday. Nope, 2 more days from now. Almost. Oh, it's a Mercedes? I couldn't tell. The front of it looked like just an old-ass rental. Oh, I get it. He's gonna burn the shield stuff. Okay. Goldust used one of those when he burned his Goldust costume once.
You made me weak. Roman made me weak. The burden of being your brother, the burden of having to watch your back made me weak. But every day is a new day. A chance to be reborn. A chance to take the past.
And burn it.
Chance to take the past.
Dude, don't spill that gas. Why are you putting gas on it? It's already fucking burning. All you had to do was throw it in there. There was no way that was gas. It's probably water. Damn, Dean, you're fucking stupid. Let's just pour gas on this. Seth is like, damn it, that vest was expensive. I bought it for him. Can't return it now.
Dean Ambrose earning that long-time shield.
Money doesn't grow on trees, you know, Dean Ambrose.
Dean better than anybody. What is your
Renee, you know Dean better than anybody.
It's incredibly uncomfortable for me, for everybody watching, but the fact remains that this is Dean's.
It would have been funny if Renee would have been like, it was like, you know what? He's gotten a lot better in bed. That would be the best. All of a sudden, he's just a freak. This one night, he grabbed a belt and he wrapped it around my... Never mind. I'm trying to think on the Raw. I'm trying to think which matches SmackDown is going to win and which matches Raw is going to win. I got to think that they got to give SmackDown the 5-on-5 this year. They've lost the first two. So maybe SmackDown wins the Raw men's. Or I'm sorry, the 5-on-5 men's match. SmackDown wins that. SmackDown wins maybe the women's. And maybe Nakamura. And then Raw wins the tag, Rousey, Brock. Yeah, that's what I do. And we're missing a match in there somewhere. Oh, AOP and Bar. Oh, AOP and Bar. That's a tough one. That's a toss-up there. I'm going to go grab a cold one, a new one. I'll be right back. Not that I need another beer. I actually went out with my friends last night, and I ain't gonna lie, I had a few. So I ate a big lunch today. Not sure about Kevin Owens. If he's injured, I don't think it's anything too serious. It might just be like a nagging type of injury. He could turn up at Survivor Series. AOP are boring. Like, boring how? Like, what do you want them to do? Yeah, why do you keep asking me that? I'm going to block you. Thank you for the compliment on my amazing voice, but no, I don't have any interest in a wrestling trivia tournament. No thanks. What did I have for lunch? I actually walked over across the street and went and got a shot of wheatgrass from Jamba Juice because I needed to kind of kill this hangover, and then I walked over to Witch and grabbed myself a big cheesesteak, and I brought it home and I fucking deep-throated the whole damn thing. Ate every bit of it in about 3.5 minutes. And like, my body was like, put something in your stomach. Yeah, I mean, I go out with my friends every Sunday night, but last night was just a big turnout. We ended up having fun, and the drinks, the beers were flowing. And I I stayed out a little later than I normally do on Sunday nights, because I'm always out Sunday nights, but it was kind of a party, so I didn't feel that wonderful this morning waking up, but I'm fine now. AOP are boring without Ellering? Well, what did Ellering do that Maverick isn't doing? They were just out there. Occasional promo. I like Ellering better, I'll give you that. I don't know, Mike. There's a bunch of people. I mean, think about all the people that are kind of like out floating around right now. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper. Fuck, who else? There's got to be more than that, right? Roman. Lots of people. There's a lot of talent kind of sitting on the sidelines. Man, the questions I get about Cody Rhodes and Omega and stuff and the Bucks, I don't ever want them to come in. I don't care. The talent in WWE is great. I don't want anybody to come in that's going to get fucked up or ruined or whatever. Let those guys just continue to kill it on the indie scene and in Japan. And I don't ever want to see him back in the WWE. Maybe Cody one day because of his dad, but as far as I'm concerned, Kenny Omega never needs to step foot inside a WWE ring. I don't care if he ever does. I don't need to see him there. What's he going to give us in WWE that's going to be better than what they're giving us now? Stay where they are. Only come to WWE if it benefits them. Only come to WWE for the big payday. If they bring those guys in and treat them like they do AJ Styles, then hell yeah, bring Omega in. But if they go to NXT and then they come on the roster and they turn into fucking Bobby Roode, no. Stay the hell out. This guy has an ugly face. Your mom loves it. My God. She's constantly wanting to sit on it all the time. She's in love with it. Loves it, loves it, loves it. What can you do? Bitches be tripping. On my face. No, I don't think we're going to get a New Japan invasion. I seriously doubt it. I don't know if I'd want to see that either. Because, like, who would it really benefit? Does Japan want to do that? Does WWE need to do it? You know, anytime they really want a talent, if they really want to go after them, they could really have anybody they wanted. You know, but when you got guys like the Young Bucks and turning them down, it's probably because they can make just as much money, if not more, doing what they're doing. Why would they come in? It's got to be like, but I mean, if they throw enough money at them, they'll fucking go. But yeah, I don't know. New Japan invasion, I just don't know. And we all know what happens when WWE has like an invasion or they have a war with another company. Doesn't usually look good on the other side, you know? I loved that main event last week with Angle and Drew. I just love the visual of that, of Drew just dominating Kurt. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that about Naito as well. Turned him down. Good. I'm glad they are. WWE needs a reality check. They need to understand that they don't just snap their fingers and get anybody they want. You know, sometimes if you really want talent, you got to make it worth their fucking while to leave a great gig. You know, that's when you got to throw some big bucks. Maybe they're not willing to do that. But who cares? They got enough talent there anyway. They can't push the dudes they have. You know, think about some of the great workers that are just doing nothing. They did jack fuck with Finn Balor, you know, nothing with Bobby Roode. It's just taken forever for these guys. I mean, Cien Almas, I think I'm not too concerned about him yet, but, you know, I worry that he might go down the same road if they're not careful, so. Yeah, good point. NXT crossing over to NXT would be more likely than WWE. That I could actually see. That might be fun. That would be more fun than New Japan guys showing up on fucking SmackDown. Or this bullshit. Oh, Ziggler's out there instead of Kurt? You fucking troll. I only watched part of the 10 Pounds of Gold. Couple of matches, Colin, but not the whole thing. Taryn Pfeffer. When am I picking up Catherine at the airport? What, for this weekend? Friday. I think she comes in. And then up to LA. Man, I cannot believe I'm going to a show for the first time in forever. And I've got my DMs open up on Twitter, so if anybody's going to be at Survivor Series, you want to stop by my seat, say hello, you're welcome to. Just hit me with a DM, I'll let you know where I'm sitting. Looking forward to the weekend. I almost kind of thought Kurt Angle would be on the team also, but I don't know if he's still going to sneak in or what. Why do they have... So I guess I had that wrong. So Baron Corbin is still the captain? I thought Drew McIntyre was the captain because he beat Kurt Angle. Who knows? Who cares? How did I get signed out of YouTube? I like Drew. He's kind of where Undertaker kind of had a gimmick like that in like '97, like what Drew was wearing, somewhat reminiscent of that attire of like '97 Taker. I swear last week they were making it sound in the match that McIntyre would be the captain if he won, but maybe I misheard. An embarrassment.
He gave me everything. I can't take that away from him. He gave me everything he had, but you know what I saw when I looked into his eyes?
Oh yeah, Don, I was just saying that. I agree completely. If I was one of those guys, I would not come into WWE and have to deal with that shit. The way they fucking talk to you and they're so goddamn demeaning and condescending. Fuck off. I'll make my money somewhere else. What happened next? Yeah, both these teams are filled with guys that ain't getting along.
I have never been more disgusted in my entire life. I was more than happy to humiliate Kurt Angle and put him down with his own ankle lock.
See, he's good on the mic, too.
I have worked for 18 long years to
Well,
earn this moment.
he's not bad on the mic. Maybe I'll say that. I think he's better than Roman, to be honest.
Than anybody could imagine to tell you this right now. Look at me. Look into my eyes.
Okay, I'm looking at you. You look like Rick Rude. Even more so than normal tonight.
Raw is my show now. It belongs to me and I will mold it in my image. There is no more room for weakness. I will not allow any more nostalgia acts on this show. It is the rule of the jungle.
Alright, Balor ended that. Will I succeed paranoid from the weed? I don't even know what that sentence means, dude. Weed, paranoia is a side effect of weed, but it doesn't happen to everybody. I don't get paranoid. Ever. I ain't afraid of nothing. I'm like, what, the cops are coming? Bring it on, motherfucker. No, I'm kidding. I don't want the cops coming. I'm actually not a giant fan of Thanksgiving food, to be honest. All that crazy shit that people make, like a green bean casserole, I don't want to eat that shit, you know? I mean, I'm really good at cooking a turkey, because turkey is not like, think about it. When does anybody cook turkey? Are you gonna be putting a turkey in the oven in July? You know, people eat turkey like one time a year, because turkey's really not good. It's like dried out. But there's ways you can cook it and make it really good. I usually brine my turkeys. I soak it in a big bucket of brine, 24 hours, then throw it in the oven. It's juicy as shit. But yeah, all that stuff, that heavy, the yams and the heavy type of food you eat that time of year, I'm actually not a fan. I eat pretty light. What's Balor's business out here?
Coming out here, considering what I did to you last week.
Yeah, Drew, that's right, but, you know, listening to you talk about how you took no joy from what you done to Kurt last week, that was just too much for me to sit back there and listen to.
Hey, we're gonna get a one-on-one with McIntyre and Balor.
You crossed the line. You could have just beaten Kurt. You didn't have to go and humiliate him.
I'm sorry.
I've never deep fried a turkey. I haven't done it. I've had deep fried turkey. It's good.
Here's a little life.
My brining technique has been fucking on point, though.
Dignity is not a right reserved for all, buddy. I could have done so much worse to Kurt, but I chose not to. But you're not out here for that, are you? You're upset because I kicked your little head off. You thought I was coming to save you from big...
I'm actually working. I'm gonna work all day on Thanksgiving. I'm probably gonna work from 10 o'clock in the morning until probably about 10 o'clock at night.
You are exactly
I'm gonna work this year.
what's wrong with this place. There is so many superstars like you. You're so
But I'll pull in a sweet payday just for working that one day. I'll get a nice check. Yeah, even I was getting annoyed.
You want to act like a bully? I've been dealing with bullies like you my whole life. So how about I stick to what I know? You and me in a match right here, right now.
I wish this would be like, I wish McIntyre would win the belt at WrestleMania and like Balor would be his first challenger on pay-per-view. That would be awesome. Imagine these two guys in like a world title program instead of a impromptu Raw match.
I don't know what's more fragile, your feelings or your body. But if you want a match, you've got a match.
Couple of dudes with accents about to get it on.
Not with me.
Oh, with Ziggler?
You're gonna have a match with the man, no matter what shape a man likes to think is the true best in the world, Dolph Ziggler.
Ziggler doesn't look happy that he's being volunteered. More Raw dissension. Yeah, SmackDown's got to win this year. I mean, come on.
Defeat somebody like Dolph. Maybe, just maybe, I'll consider lowering myself to your level.
Did Balor say in this very ring? I hate that. Yes, of course, in this very ring. Where, the ring over there? What the fuck? Vince started that shit, didn't he? It's Vince's fault. In this very ring? Oh! Damn, he took him out. It was like a prison headbutt. Drew, you dick. You're an awesome dick, though. Oh God, is that the final? Miz and Asuka and AJ and Charlotte? Who wins that one? Asuka, you were just too fucking adorbs for words. Pizza's gross. I'm not ordering that. Oh, the final. That's when the final is at TLC? How long is this fucking tournament? When did it start? Did it go this long last year? It feels like it's been going on forever. Fuck. I'll probably watch the final. If it comes down to those two teams, then I'm in. But... yeah, the winners get number 30 in the Rumble. Yeah, I mean, that's... See? That's... I mean, I always think heels are better to be number 30 than baby faces. So if it's AJ, I mean... Oh, yeah, like... And how's that going to work if AJ's champ? And they win? Which means it ain't going to be them. Yeah, how does that work? If the Mixed Match Challenger winners get number 30, what happens if AJ and Charlotte win? Doesn't that spoil the ending that they're probably not going to win? I think Asuka and Miz should repeat. Put the Miz in number 30. Hell, put the Miz in number 30 and... I don't know how the hell you do that if Miz winds up winning the Rumble. I'd say put the Miz in at 30 and have him get tossed out and not win. I'd like to see the Miz get a title shot at the Royal Rumble and win the belt. But the plans for him and Daniel Bryan might not involve the title. Rock and Cena at WrestleMania 35? You mean Rock versus Cena? Back in New York? Oh, that'll please the crowd, because last time they were there, oh man, the MetLife crowd loved that match, didn't they? Oh my God. Yeah, WWE, 6 years later, going back. It's like, hey, let's not make this one suck, please. I mean, WWE, you know what they should do? That WrestleMania 29 set was one of my favorite WrestleMania sets ever. They should just recycle that shit. Save themselves $1 million. Do the same one again. Because the New Orleans one was similar. It wasn't the same, but it kind of had the same vibe, sort of. Yeah, I liked the 29 set a lot. I thought it looked awesome. Cena versus Bumblebee. My little 2.5-year-old niece, my sister's taking a video of her to text to me the other day. But for Halloween, they dressed her up as a bumblebee. She was a bumblebee. And she's been really into the fact that she was a bumblebee. And Halloween is now like 2 weeks ago. And she still is like, hey, I was a bumblebee. I was a bumblebee. I'm like, yeah, we know. So my sister tries to like take a video of her to send to me. And she's like, say hi to Uncle Greg. Say, I love you, Uncle Greg. And she goes, I'm a bumblebee. She will not shut the fuck up about being a bumblebee. Kids. Fucking Christmas time. She's going to be like, I was a bumblebee. Vince on commentary was amazing. What a maneuver! Man, imagine Vince McMahon calling matches today with all of our near falls. I mean, you didn't get near falls like at the pace that you got back in the day. So like Vince go, oh 1, 2, oh no, he almost got him. Like, oh my God, imagine Vince calling an NXT match. Holy shit. He'd give you a stroke. How's the weather on my end, Mr. Singh? It's great. It's always great here. No complaints in San Diego. My windows are open. It's Probably about 69 degrees out, 68. Sun's going down. I did not hate Vince on commentary, I will admit. I mean, he was annoying as shit, and he was so over the top sometimes. But I mean, I think I appreciated like his passion. I mean, Vince was the owner. He's taking it upon himself to get this shit over, and so he's going really over the top with a lot of his reactions. And he's had a few legendary calls, you know, but there's also been some not so great moments with Vince on commentary. But I like Vince better than Cole. Todd Grisham. Yeah, I remember Todd Grisham. I used to love Santino Marella would call him Rob Grishams. Hello, Mr. Rob Grishams, or whatever Santino said. I always got a big kick out of that. Yeah, Todd Grisham. I like Todd. He wasn't that bad. I remember him shutting down some TNA fans once on some like internet show. Somebody called in and tried to troll him, and he said he had some fucking hilarious comeback, and then hung up on him. Yeah, if there's one thing I care about, it's what some moron on Facebook thinks about Tupac. I could fucking care less. You had three nephew Spider-Man in your family, Don? Yeah, my little niece was a bumblebee. I told her, I said, you look like the girl from Blind Melon, the Blind Melon video, No Rain. Not even my sister knew what I was talking about, which was disappointing. But I'm like, never mind. Actually, I think that girl was a regular bee. You know, honestly, I would have much rather seen Balor and McIntyre. Dolph getting his shit in. Or not Dolph, Balor. Okay, another commercial break. I've said that before. I just think Raw would flow better if they could figure out a way to do a match or a segment followed by a commercial. Match or a segment followed by a commercial. Not these breaks in the middle of it. I just think that's how you lose viewers. Like, this is not a match that really has that much interest at all. Nobody even gives a fuck. So now you're going to go to commercial when you got football on and all this other shit? I understand you got to have ad breaks, and you got to do that. But just time them out differently. Or cut down some of these segments. Make the show 2 hours again. Fuck. Scott at the SmackDown Tag Teams at 5-on-5 Survivor Series are New Day, Usos. Yeah, the other 3 teams will be the 3 other teams that are there. I think there's only a total of 5. So yeah, Sanity, Gallows, and Anderson, and the Colognes. Other than that, I'm not sure who's even on SmackDown to join those 2. Which is why I thought it was so weird last week when the New Day lost to the Usos. And the Usos cut a promo saying, hey, we respect you and all the wars we had, and we want to pick you first. They were going to pick them anyway. You know, they're going to pick everybody. So it's just dumb. I just don't know if a fight, you know, just a way to get everybody on the show, I guess. But I liked the old days better when they did it in like 87 and 88. Those 10-man tags were awesome. Or 20-man tags. All right, I'm going to step away for 1 second. Hopefully when I come back, the wonderful match between Balor and Ziggler is not over. Be right back. back. I am back. We got a pretty good group in here right now. 358 people watching. Not too shabby. God, I've been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes, and I've not even told you guys to subscribe. Please do. We are getting close, man. We're pushing that 24,000 on the channel. I think we can get there pretty soon. So if you want to hook me up with a subscription, I would appreciate it. And give this video a like, too. My streams usually have a whole bunch of dislikes because people want to watch Monday Night Raw because they ain't paying their cable bill. And then they see my beautiful bald head and they get pissed. So let's get them likes up and kick their asses. And yeah, subscribe. We've had a pretty good growth the last couple of weeks. I was just checking myself out on Social Blade the other day. I'm like, huh, not bad. So yeah, we got a few new subscribers in here too. So yeah, we're less than 400 away from 24,000. I think we can get halfway there tonight. So sweet. Subscribe, everybody. Smash that like button. F5 that like button. Leg drop it. I saw that. Yeah, I sent JD a private message right before he hit 100,000, and I DM'd him just congrats. I mean, that's awesome for like a YouTuber talking about wrestling and stuff. You know, that's kind of where that's a good plateau to be on. You know, so I got to get 4 times bigger if I ever want to be there. But yeah, that's nothing to shake a stick at, man. You know, you get into that neighborhood of 100,000 subscribers. That's about the type. That's around the area where you can start considering doing this full time. And I think it's a place we'd all like to be. So that's why you got to subscribe. Is there 75,000 of you in here right now that might want to just hook me up with a subscription? That would be super. And then after that, we'll go after PewDiePie. I think I can surpass PewDiePie like before the planet becomes, or before the sun becomes a red giant. I think we can get there. We got to work together, y'all. Chiefs, Saints, Super Bowl. I don't know, man. We got some good. We got a lot of 8-1 teams and shit. We got the Chiefs. We got the Saints. We got the Rams. I'm rooting for the Saints. Drew Brees. I know him. He lives around town. See him all the time. Super awesome guy. Just not a better like person. So I'm rooting for him. But I like the Chiefs too. I'm kind of hoping for Brees. Like I would like to see Drew Brees do the Peyton Manning thing. He could win the title this year and retire. We might get a Brees Brady matchup, which I can't stand Tom Brady. And they're neck and neck for like some record right now. They're passing each other one week after the other. So if it was up to me, I'd go Saints. And plus, the fucking Patriots, they've run into some offenses lately. You know, what happened to them 2 years ago when they won the Super Bowl, but they were getting their asses kicked before they made that, like, insane comeback. And then last year, the fucking Eagles whooped up on them. So, I mean, I think if New England plays the Saints, New Orleans will beat them. At least I hope. But hopefully it won't get that far. Hopefully the Chiefs will do them in. And we can just get a good old-fashioned Super Bowl without John Cena in it. Balor with a kick out. Thank you for the super chat there, Dorian Moore. That's an interesting combination. That would be weird. I don't know how that would look. Maybe Mike and Maria joining Dolph instead of Drew. And, I mean, yeah, maybe Dolph and Mike, they would have to be a tag team, right? Managed by Maria or whatever. I mean, WWE is still, I mean, despite everything they've done to Ziggler and how nobody really takes him seriously anymore, they're still keeping him in, like, big singles matches. I mean, he had SummerSlam match against Rollins for the title this year. I mean, he hasn't, like... They treat Ziggler better than Finn Balor, to be honest. Don't they? A lot better. So as bad as we feel like Ziggler has fallen from grace, Balor may have fallen further. But yeah, then that would be somewhat of a demotion for Ziggler if he were to join up with Mike Kanellis. And they form some weird pretty boy team. They would be a good. They would be like a good modern day version of maybe like a team like the Fantastics or maybe the Midnight Express. Who else? So one of those like '80s teams like that, you know. If they go to another commercial break here, I'll fucking die. What color is Mike Kanellis' hair? Could they be the Hollywood Blondes? That might be good. Balor's going crazy. He took them both out. Fans are getting into it. Match is heating up. We should be going to a finish here any second. Nice. Finn's going to hit this. Nope. He did, yeah. I thought Ziggler kicked out at the last minute there. All right, Balor got the win. That's a big victory for Balor. I mean, it was 2-on-1. You got this monster lurking on the outside of the ring. He's a pretty fucking agile guy, despite the fact that he's got bolts in his neck. And he still beat him. Rock and Roll Express. I don't know. I don't know if they fit. They don't fit the Rock and Roll Express to me much. They fit more of a heel team. Rock and Rolls were huge babies. Huge. So they'd have to be a Midnight or something. Oh, it's that's what I'm trying to think of. I'm like, who the fuck else am I thinking of? The Fabulous Ones would be good too. Because I mean, those teams, you know, you had Stan Lane and Steve Keirn together. Just their look, I just think of like a 40-year later version of that. It might be Kanellis and Ziggler, maybe. I don't know what their team name would be, but if they like recycled an old gimmick from back in the day, I'd be okay with something like that being brought back in. What happened to Finn? Finn won, which is good. Are you being funny? Well Done was your favorite? Are they, I know, I'm pretty sure Timothy is passed away. They might both be passed away. I don't remember. I know one of them for sure is. Part of me thinks they might both be. I'm surprised that's your favorite team. They were horrible. They were fucking horrible. I'm Awesome Kyle. Good to see you in here. Welcome back. Yeah, Brittany, that doesn't bode well for our Pistons, does it? Jimmy Butler to the Sixers. I really fucking can't stand that center for the Sixers, that trash-talking fuckface. He's such a douche, you know? Like, I mean, I know some players are like that, and, you know, you got guys in MMA, you got, like, Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, and other guys that just talk a lot of trash, but he fucking drives me crazy. I wish somebody would knock him the fuck out. But he's a good player. Now you add Butler, and they got that Simmons kid. I mean, they technically have a little big three going on right there. So they'll give Boston a run for their money. The East might turn out to be fun. You get Boston-Philly final, you know, that would be all right. And then the winner goes on to take on Golden State.
There's a contract in every cigarette. When you light up, you sign up. Don't let tobacco control you.
God, Matt Riddle and Brock Lesnar. It'd be nice if we could get to that. I suppose there's time. You know, I don't know how much time Matt Riddle's going to be spending in NXT. Before any sort of main roster debut, but he's got the MMA background. I think Matt Riddle can be huge. A match with Brock at some point would be pretty sweet. Yeah, Joel Embiid or whatever his fucking name is. Make a donation in lieu of flowers, yeah. The body donnas are the heavenly bodies? Heavenly bodies. Heavenly Bodies were more that 80s style team. Back in the Smoky Mountain days. Jimmy Del Rey has passed away too, I think. Pretty sure he's dead. And I love Candido, but that fucking gimmick, my God. Skip, are you... Jesus Christ. Oh, 90s WWE. When I see you, I look at you and I think your name should be Skip. Skip? I like Matt Riddle a lot. I saw his debut match. I think he might be slated to take on Cassius Ohno and like the pre-show or something at Takeover. But watch this debut match. I love that I wasn't sure if he was going to be barefoot or not, so I was happy to see that. Yeah, I love Matt Riddle, and I'm so curious to like the details of his contract and his situation. He's a big pot smoker. I want to know how that was worked out, how that was reconciled. Did he quit, or is WWE letting him do it? And if they are, is it going to affect his push? But I mean, Matt Riddle, you gotta wonder if he's going to go to the main roster. Is he going to be NXT champion first? Probably. That's what I would do. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Velveteen, if he takes the belt off of Tommaso or not. But at some point, would be cool to see Matt Riddle get the title. Maybe like the takeover of WrestleMania weekend. Give Matt Riddle the title shot. I've mentioned when Matt Riddle was signed, I said I wanted to see Matt Riddle and Aleister Black. Stephanie looks like she's offering a spot to Balor. So that match with Ziggler pretty much turned out to be a qualifying match. Stand down. Fuck you, Stephanie. Let me stand down. Do what I want.
Now listen, I appreciate everything you're trying to do, but you cannot hurt your teammate. That's right. The three of you are going to be on the Raw Survivor Series team this Sunday. Now, Dolph,
yeah, you better get along, motherfuckers.
That revenge for what he did to you, stealing the World Cup and becoming the best in the world. And Drew, what you did to Kurt Angle last week was purely diabolical.
Yeah, Catherine, I don't think Ono was ever set to come up. I don't think they brought him into... I think he does a lot of training work in NXT. Doesn't he work with the talent and shit? I think NXT is his job. I think like NXT is his job and he wrestles occasionally. I don't think... I don't want to see him called up. I just don't think he'd be good on the main roster. He's got a ton of experience. Probably a good guy to have down there. But yes, from what I understood, I thought Ono had a bigger role in NXT, like behind the scenes. So... I don't think he's going to get called up. Maybe a Rumble appearance, though. Why not? Put him in the Rumble.
I like the addition of Finn Balor. Definitely makes for a stronger Raw Men's Survivor Series. Yeah, so
Skip was worse than Sparkplug Holly. They were both bad, but Skip was worse. Skip was the worst of all of them. Maybe not T.L. Hopper, but he's up there.
Taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch. This has become so personal last week on Raw. Some inflammatory comments by Ronda toward Becky. Becky would respond last Tuesday night on SmackDown.
God, is that how long it's been for Cassius? 6 years? Damn. Man, he's getting plump, isn't he? Every time I see him, I'm like, damn, he's huge.
Wasn't meant to be the talk of the entire industry, but here I am. But you say I should be happy because I have your respect. Well, come Survivor Series, Ronda, you're gonna find out that it's not your respect that I'm coming after, it's your art.
Yeah, see, I like this Becky. I like this, like, trash-talking, fearless Becky getting about to get in there with Ronda. Doesn't give a fuck. She puts up an awesome fight, takes Ronda to the limit, damn near wins. There's no way a loss is going to hurt Becky at all. I mentioned the connection to Benoit and Angle in Rumble 2003. I'd book it the same way, or similar, at least.
She's the man, and she really can dish it out.
That match, in defeat, Benoit's stock, I believe, was, like, risen that night. 1 year later, he's winning the fucking Rumble and going on to win the title. I want to see something like that.
Ridiculous her threats of ripping my arm off are. I mean, well, she was learning the alphabet, I was learning arm bars. Well, she was learning how to juggle, I was learning arm bars. Well, she was learning that the exit is sometimes behind you, I was learning arm bars.
She's learning the exit is behind you.
All of this out.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, Becky can dish it out, but she sure isn't that good at taking it.
Let me check. Let me see what I'm looking at fantasy-wise here.
You are so hypersensitive. You're not just the man, you are the
I'm gonna
millennial
lose.
man. You are the skinny jeans wearing, V-neck sporting, avocado toast munching, winged shoe wearing
Avocado
millennial
toast.
man with a bubble-wrapped ego and a porcelain self-perception. Someone needs to tell
Bubble-wrapped ego and a porcelain self-perception.
Charlotte
You're dealing with wrestling fans, Rhonda. They're not going to know what the fuck you just said.
being offended doesn't make you right. So you can put the violins away, champ. You are not Oliver Twist, and I'm not some trust fund baby golden child.
You're a test tube baby, Rhonda.
Every fan that I got has watched me sweat for every single ounce of their respect. They've watched me bleed for every little inch of progress. They've watched me mourn every single setback, and I sure as hell didn't pour my heart and soul into changing the meaning of fight like a girl, so the leader of the women's evolution could call herself the man.
Dan, I love Nikki Cross on SmackDown. I talked all about it in my last podcast, 520.
We just want to wish you good luck at Survivor Series.
Fuck off, Naya. I'm cutting a promo here. You too, Tamina.
Go get it, champ.
Rhonda's like, I'll fuck both of you up in a handicap match. Get up all out my face. Light the match. Becky and Ronda. So I didn't know this, but Sarah Logan, is she engaged to one of the War Raiders? For some reason that makes just a ton of sense, but at the same time it makes me sad. Those War Raiders, they're something else too, man. These guys are fucking crazy. War games will be fun. So what the fuck is this match again? Riot Squad, what are we doing here? Okay, so it's gonna be Riot and Natalia, I guess, since Riot broke the glasses. And it finally culminated in an epic match in the middle of Monday Night Raw in November.
So a tree falls in your brand new car and totals it. As if that wasn't bad enough, now your insurance won't replace it outright because of depreciation.
My favorite wrestling match, Brock Lesnar versus Zach Gowen.
Car, what good is it?
Hands down.
You'd be better off just taking your money and throwing it right into the harbor. Regret that.
With new car replacement, if your brand new car gets totaled, Liberty Mutual will pay the entire value plus depreciation. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Yeah, that was just the theme in the 90s. They all had occupations. So fucking weird.
Overachiever. A lot of fans say they can do the job.
And plus, back then, I mean, you didn't have input from anybody. Who do you have? Bruce and Patterson and fuck. Who else? Vince. You know, there's writing months of TV at a time, and there's putting these dumbass gimmicks together.
At a great price. Family-friendly, disaster.
Yeah, Ro, right? Ro from War Raiders. I knew that.
Interior ceiling paint. Exclusively at the Home Depot.
I think she's too hot for him, to be honest. But it's what's inside that counts. Right?
We can do this. We can do this. Faster.
Last non-WWE show I attended, you mean wrestling? No, nothing. It would have been WCW in the 90s. I've never even been to an indie show anywhere. I got an open invite to go to any, all the NWA shows in the Carolinas. One of my best friends has been a referee for them for years, and he's been begging me. He's like, dude, come to the conventions. You know, there's the big one in Charlotte every year, and he's like, you can come to shows. He goes, you can just hang out with me all day. Full access to everybody. Do whatever you want. And he knows about the YouTube thing. He's like, you know, we can bring you in to do something if you want to, like, cut a promo. Like, he offers these things to me. But I have to fly all the way to North Carolina and do it in front of 16 people in a gym in the middle of fucking deer shit, North Carolina. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll stay here in the whale's vagina, where it's warm and moist.
Enjoy extreme comfort, minimal motion transfer, and incredible edge support. Sapira is the first true luxury hybrid mattress made in America and shipped to your door in a box.
Why did Zach Gowen come to WWE? Because he had one leg. That's why.
Try it for 100 nights and above, or get a full
We will never forget Max Moon. I won't. First ever Max Moon was Conan. I was on the live stream like a month ago, or like 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, and I'm sitting here streaming, and he sends me a DM. He's like, hey, you listen to the show? And then I'm like, hey, what's up? And we exchange pleasantries, and the next thing you know, he's shouting me out on his podcast like a couple days later. I'm like, I didn't even ask for that. I didn't even know he was going to do that. Random. So he must just go around kind of like trying to meet people in the community, I guess, but I thought it was really cool for him to hit me up and then give me some love on his podcast. Even if it was brief. Yeah, they did bring in a different guy. Yeah, that's a legendary story. There's another guy out there wrestling with one leg too. And they somehow brought him in instead of Zach. I don't know why. But yeah, that's probably a... John Laurinaitis is fucking stupid.
To address my actions from last week.
You're not fooling anybody. You're gonna pretend that you're sad, but then you're gonna like say, I should have done it twice or whatever. Ruby, you're full of shit. You're 2 words into your promo, and I already know what you're gonna do. Those sunglasses were purchased that day at a Sheetz, 2 miles from the arena, for $8.99. She also purchased a 5-hour energy with them. So they were very special to her. Hi, Sarah. This is so stupid. Like, it's not... It's...
The Anvil Nightheart sunglasses. I struck a nerve with not only Natalia, but the entire WWE universe.
You didn't strike a nerve with me. I thought it was fucking awesome. Do it again. Rip up Brett's next.
I've had a week to think about my actions. No, I completely understand why I've gotten the backlash that I've gotten. I mean, let's face it, Jim was a future WWE Hall of Famer. He was...
Yeah, Paul Diamond. He was Orient Express too.
And he had
He's a good worker.
infectious laugh. And in a moment, I took all of those happy memories and I turned them into nightmares.
And now she's gonna be a heel again. In 3, 2, 1.
Not only that, but I humiliated Natalia in front of a worldwide audience.
Firing Kevin Dunn isn't gonna change the boring storylines, but yeah, this one is pretty bad, Lorenzo. This just seems like... Yeah, we knew you were gonna say that. Not even fucking funny. It was funny when Jericho did it 20 years ago, or Pillman did it 23 years ago. But it ain't funny now.
Sarah, Liv, and I have had to scratch and claw for everything we've ever gotten.
No, you haven't.
And last week, I wanted you
Who did you claw to get there?
emotion.
Heidi.
I wanted you to feel real emotion. And I wanted you to bawl like a baby. And that's exactly what you did. You know, in that moment, it all made sense. It clicked as to why Jim wore those sunglasses.
The only way Neidhart's going into the Hall of Fame is with Brett. I don't see him going in as a singles. Neidhart was never a single. He had like 2 really quick runs and accomplished nothing. I mean, even with the Coco Beware rule, I still don't think Neidhart goes in singles. He's got to go in, but Hart Foundation, first ballot, all the way. Should have been in 15 years ago. But on his own, I'd keep Neidhart out, to be honest. There's Natalya getting some revenge. So now what happens? Bailey and Sasha run out for the save, or does Natalya just get her ass kicked? YouTube signed me out too. I had to log back in here and over here. I'm surprised the stream stayed up. I was a little worried. Oh, that's so terrible. Oh, that's the worst heart attack I've ever seen. Please don't show a replay of that. Like, Brett's clotheslines were so great because Brett would leave his feet. Brett would jump in the air and almost like reverse bulldog him. That's how Brett's clotheslines looked. That looked like a pile of shit. Lex Luger had a better looking clothesline than you, Ruby Riott. You call yourself a wrestler. No, I know I use the Coco rule a lot, details in the devil, but in this case, Coco had a bigger singles career than Neidhart. A lot bigger. A lot bigger. He had his own fucking song on an album. He was getting, like, intercontinental title shots and shit. Neidhart never did anything in singles. I can't even remember any meaningful, any program or issue had with anybody, really. He had one match with Ric Flair on TV. It's all I can remember Neidhart ever doing as a single. But put him in with Brett. They're my favorite tag team ever. All right, we got one spot left to fill, and it's going to be Lashley or Elias. I'm going with Lashley on that. Ziggler, Strowman, McIntyre, Balor, and most likely Lashley unless Elias pulls off the upset. All right, so we've got on Raw for the women, Alexa Bliss later on has got to announce the entire team, and then on SmackDown we've got Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, and Sonya Deville, and one person to be named, which I guess is supposed to be Charlotte. We'll find that out tomorrow. What about Hillbilly Jim? What has he done? Again, a lot more than Neidhart. You're talking to the fucking guy that remembers all this shit. All this history's in my head. Don't test me. Tell you what, Hillbilly Jim is involved in one of the most memorable WrestleMania matches ever with King Kong Bundy and the Midgets at WrestleMania 3. He was Hulk Hogan's right-hand man. Hogan brought him into the business, gave him his first pair of boots. He was heavily featured. Hillbilly was in main events on TV all the time in the mid-'80s. He did a lot more than Neidhart. He did 10 times more than Neidhart. He used to be paired, even in the action figures, he would be paired up with Hogan in the sets that you would buy, the old LJN figures. That's how I got my Hogan figure. I bought the Hillbilly Hogan set. He didn't win any titles either. It's not like Hillbilly Jim was Andre the Giant or anything, but he was more significant than Jim. Yeah, his run as Who was one of the two little runs I was talking about. Because he only had one run in singles when him and Brett split up in like 89. Or 88, 89, somewhere in there. And it was like less than a year. They went on a singles run. Brett had a bunch of matches. He worked with Kurt Hennig. I think he even got some Intercontinental title shots here and there. And Brett worked some good matches. Neidhart just didn't do a whole lot. He was jobbing. And then when he teamed up with Owen later on as the new foundation, he wound up having a singles match with Flair on TV. And then he had the run as Who, which again, I think Who lasted 2 to 3 TV tapings. So we're probably talking like 3 months for Who. So again, he just didn't do anything. Yeah, I wouldn't put him in by himself. Dean Malenko, a Hall of Famer? Yeah. He's got some titles. He had a good singles run, too. See, he worked a bunch of territories. Had success in all of them. Won titles in all of them. He's trained some guys. He's got an influence on the business, so yeah. Again, I'd put him over Jim. Yeah, I hated when they did the Neidhart thing in DX2. I was there that night. I was in Fayetteville for that Monday Night Raw. And he joined DX, and then they turned on him, which made him look like even dumber. When I thought, like, I actually thought watching that night in the crowd that Neidhart was going to be a member of DX. I thought he was going to stick around in WWE, and they were going to add him to the group as like the defector. And maybe feud with Owen when Owen came back or whatever. And I thought Jim would, like, he would fit, sort of. Like, to me, I actually thought, like, well, he's got the attitude, he's got the glasses, the goatee, he can cut the crazy promos. Put him in a DX shirt, it might work. But it only lasted an hour and a half. And then in the main event, he was getting his ass kicked. Poor Neidhart. I saw the pictures of Big Cass. He does not look good. I don't give a shit. I never liked him. No, Dean was not a producer in WCW. He was still, like, on the roster. Like, he had the falling out with them. He might have, maybe he did something behind the scenes. I don't think so, though. It wasn't until WWE that he got involved behind the scenes, from what I remember. I don't think Dean had any backstage power in WCW, because if he did, he probably wouldn't leave. The problem with those guys jumping is that they weren't happy with their spots in WCW. So, yeah, Dean, I don't believe, had anything to do with behind-the-scenes shit in WCW, but most definitely in WWE. I think he's still an agent there, right? I talk about that in my video that's going to be uploaded in a few hours for my This Day in History tomorrow. I talk about the Malenko, Benoit, and Eddie situation jumping over to WWE. Yeah, I actually would have preferred to see Neidhart stay in DX than go to WCW and do nothing. He didn't do anything there either. Man, I think my favorite Dean Malenko moment was that Battle Royal when he dressed up as Cycloplay, however the fuck you say it, and attacked Jericho. That was great. The pop he got, I mean, Dean Malenko owns one of the biggest reactions in wrestling history. He really does. The fan reaction that night when he took that fucking mask off, my God. I challenge you to find a fucking bigger pop than that. It was crazy. So yeah, that's a great moment. Oh, they're gonna do this fucking Battle Royal again? So the winner of this captains it? We literally have 1 hour left in the show, and they still have two whole teams they have to fill here. You know what I'm thinking? They shouldn't do a... They shouldn't even do a captain. They should have another... They should have the match get fucked up again, and then finally Corbin just comes out and says, fuck it, you're all on the team. Nobody's the captain. The Lucha guys have got 3 dudes in there. Is that an... Like, okay, that's a good question. If you got 3 guys in the Battle Royal, then is that an advantage or a disadvantage? You got an extra guy in there to team up, you know, and fight off your adversaries, but you also have another extra guy in there that could potentially be eliminated. Oh, God. Yeah, Malenko's dad wrestled as well. Yeah, when I've told the story before, when I briefly thought about going to wrestling school when I was in my 20s, that's who I contacted. I got the information, I got the price. I actually looked into moving down to Florida and training with the Malenkos. Ultimately decided not to do it, but I at least made the phone calls and made the inquiries and found out what it was going to cost me and what I was going to have to do to make it happen, and I just kind of wanted to know if it was an option. Turned out to not be an option. I'm like, I can't fucking afford that and then relocate and go down there and, like, I wasn't going to sleep in my car. I had a good job. I had a girlfriend. I didn't want to leave. Don't regret it. Because if I would have became a wrestler, I probably would have lived the crazy-ass lifestyle the rest of them did and found myself dead. Or addicted to something. There's the Lucha Party's gone. All three of you fuckers are out. Gable's gone. Not quite yet. Like, I don't care who captains this team at all. All right. The Ascension could be the captains. That might work. I kind of want to see Gable and Rude win because I want to see Gable celebrate and be really into being the captain. Oh, good God. There we go. There we go. Captain Gable. He's like, I am the captain. It'll be funny to see Gable try to be the captain by himself and just annoy the shit out of Rude. Yeah, well, the match was a waste of time, but at least it would only lasted like 4 minutes. Oh yeah, Brock's here too, shit. There's the Advocate. Oh, Heyman, he's not even behind that door. That's a fucking broom closet. You ain't fooling nobody. Fucking Total Divas. Oh man, the Young Stallions. Fucking Jim Powers, man. He was a jobber all over the place. He had a good-looking team there with Roma. They matched. They were like literally the same exact size. They were both just ripped from head to toe. They had one big win. They beat the Hearts in a non-title match in like '87, and that's all that ever happened. Other than that, they just jobbed. They were just like one step above a jobber. They were like the Iron Mike Sharp, you know, of the tag teams. Like, not the worst jobber ever, but ultimately weren't gonna ever win anything. I forgot about the Malenko and Lita thing. Yeah. He was like the ladies' man or something, and he was trying to get with Lita. Because I remember her like taking something off on TV one week, and I was like, holy shit. I liked Power and Glory. I actually really did. I thought the team was great. I remember when they formed. I remember when they had an issue with the Rockers on TV, and that's when Roma and Hercules turned heel. Because Hercules was a babyface. They teamed him up, and I fucking loved their finisher. When executed properly, it was awesome. It was a superplex with Roma hitting a splash, timing it perfectly to where he would land right as a superplex. And I swear, 7-8 times out of 10, he'd hit it perfectly. Like, Roma was athletic. I'm surprised that Roma never got a shot because he's exactly what both companies would want. I mean, he was a horseman, but he was a shitty one. But like when you think of like Tom Zink getting the push in the 90s in WCW, Roma had the same look, and I dare say better ability. I think Roma's offense looked good. He had a beautiful drop kick. His punches looked good. He just looked douchey. You know, there's something about Paul Roma that I just never liked. Kind of had a Mark Mero look to him. That'd actually be a pretty good tag team, actually, Mark Mero and Paul Roma. My TV has a dial. Raw needs to be canceled. Yeah, that's totally going to happen. That's totally how that works. Yeah, WWE, they didn't do a whole lot with Malenko. They had it's like too much talent at once. It's like talent overload. I think if Dean Malenko would have came in on his own by himself independently of everybody else, maybe like if he beat the Radicals there, like if he came in around the same time Jericho did, I think he would have had maybe a better chance. But it's like they had 4 big talents. They had to try to figure out what to push, who to push, what to do. And I think they were focused more on Eddie and Chris and less on Malenko and Saturn. So I think Malenko might have coming in, even in '98 with the Cruiserweight title or the light heavyweight title when Taka Michinoku had it. I think he would have been better in WWE. All right, Brock is in the house. Let me grab another beer before we get Paul Heyman flapping his trap.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Heyman and the new Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
All right, Brock is hitting the ring. Did Stephanie make any sort of ultimatum about Strowman coming out here when Brock is here? We might see Strowman here, or we might just get a promo and that's it. I don't know. All right. Fucking year, man. That's so awesome. Held that belt for a year. AJ. Ha, that's true. I didn't think about that. He's the only 2-time champion. Wow. Or the first 2-time champion, not the only. I think it's safe to say we're going to get another 2-time champ. A guy with luscious dark hair and an empire following him around. Joey G, not the greatest Raw tonight, which sucks. It's a go-home show. We're not getting too much. 6 degrees in Minnesota? Fuck that. Details, are you stupid? There's plenty of these promos that do not end in a brawl. What fucking show are you watching?
Congratulations also to Braun Strowman, who's not just a monster, but showed that he can worm his way right back into the title picture right
Yeah,
here.
I agree, Catherine. It's too complex now. It's just like there's so much going on.
Well
Ugh.
done, Braun Strowman. Congratulations.
And what sucks is not only do they not have any directions half the time, they change directions, halfway through half the time too. It's like they do something, they're like, well, wait, we changed our mind, we don't want to do that, let's just pretend it never happened. Like, well, we saw it, asshole.
Sunday at Survivor Series. And congratulations to AJ Styles, said WWE champion who
Want me to do your outgoing voicemail message? What do you want me to say? What's up, motherfuckers? I'm not home. Leave me a message or I'm gonna come to your house and play Stephanie's theme continuously in your ear. Maybe molest your sister before I leave, and then I'm out of there. I'll say something like that. Would that work?
AJ Styles, because
Brett or Arn as a tag team partner? Brett.
Last year at Survivor Series in his match against Brock Lesnar. Well, this Sunday, AJ Styles is gonna fly into Los Angeles, check in to the Hotel California, go all the way up to the top to the Suite 1 Suplex City, and he will take the beating that is coming the way of the WWE Champion. And for those of you kids who don't know the reference to Hotel California, Google it, bitches. I'm not here to educate.
Google it, bitches. Paul Heyman, you are losing your mind.
Who I'm here to educate is AJ Styles.
Google it, bitches.
Mr. Styles, based on how close you came last year to beating Brock Lesnar, there is no one in WWE, in Monday Night Raw, on SmackDown, and NXT, or even in UFC that Brock Lesnar wants to get his hands on and beat the living crap out of this Sunday at Survivor Series. There is no
Thanks for that, Darren. Appreciate it.
that Brock Lesnar
There's no worse punishment than that. God, I hate her theme song.
more than AJ Styles this Sunday at Survivor Series. There is no one that Brock Lesnar wants to F5 more than AJ Styles this Sunday at Survivor Series. And there's no one that Brock Lesnar wants
Oh, that's a good Twitter poll. I'm going to put that up right now. I just thought of that. Here's a question for you guys.
more than AJ Styles at Survivor
Let's see how to word this.
Ladies.
What would you rather see more?
This Sunday at Survivor Series,
At Survivor Series, would you rather see AJ defeating Brock Lesnar or Becky defeating Rousey?
winner, the champion.
Because right now I've got both Raw people winning. That might not be the case. AJ might win. Are you kidding me? Well, that person that said that this always ends in a brawl, you're right tonight, because it looks like it's going to. Jinder's about to get his ass whooped. Mr. Heyman.
I respect your goal in making your client a stew-sport champion, but please, take my advice. Do not underestimate AJ Styles. Last year at Survivor Series, I was focused on the dream match. Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus WWE Champion, the Beastmaster, modern day Muhammad.
Oh, I forgot you used to call yourself the Beastmaster. Come on, Brock. We got a meat castle and a beefmaster. What is going on? Or the beefmaster? I think he's a beefmaster more than a beastmaster.
So I am here as your friend to offer my services to help your client focus on AJ Styles. I can show the beast my mantra.
The hell is that?
Your mantra? Anji Mega Mantra. Mantra. We're here to listen to your. Do you want to even bother listening to his mantra? I can help you, Brock. Come on in. You should really hear this. After all, you're Jewish.
AJ beating Brock. Yeah, I just put the poll up. I was trying to think how to word it.
Brock, center your energy. Breathe in. And repeat. Shanti.
I mean, if Brock and Rousey both win, then you got to have SmackDown winning everything else. Almost. They definitely have to win the men's 5-on-5. Otherwise, they're going to look like chumps. But part of me thinks with the 2 title matches, you should have 1 Raw guy win and 1 SmackDown guy win. Well, there's Brock now just killing the fucking Singh brother. He suplexed him like you would a stuffed animal in your fucking bedroom. Good God. This doesn't make a whole lot of storyline sense either. Like, why would Jinder be like, hey, you know what I think will be a good idea? If I just go out there and confront Brock Lesnar, I won't get my ass kicked. Not at all. Brock won't lose his temper. He's not like that. I'm sure the Singh brothers could take him in a fight. I'll be fine. Imagine those poor little Singh brothers. They drive to the building. They get there. They go to the locker room, unpack their shit, go find out what they're doing tonight. They look at the chalkboard. Brock murders Singh brothers. Oh, good. I love Heyman while this is happening. He's just holding the belt up. Well, if Strowman would have won the title, he could have probably pretty much done the same thing here. Because Jinder's Southern now. I decided to make him Southern. I think he'd be more entertaining if he was Southern. Southern people meditating is fucking hilarious. He needs to get his big old rug out there, get down on his knees. Become one with nature. Brock loves sandwiches. You see that sign? I like sandwiches too. Sandwiches are fucking awesome. Oh shit. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna win fantasy. Oh shit. Beckham just scored. Oh man, I am down by 0.12 points. It's 129.82 to 129.70. Crazy. All right, Beckham, you just got to catch like one more fucking pass. What quarter? It's only third quarter. Oh my God, if I lose by 1/10 of a point. Damn, I might actually win. Come on, Beckham. One more fucking catch. You need like 1 yard. Or 10 yards, excuse me. I always said that if AJ ever formed a faction, it should be called the Gay Community. The Gay Community? Oh, the way he said that, I'll never... I love it. Between the gay community and him thinking the earth is flat, that just goes to show you what a great wrestler AJ Styles is, because he's currently like my favorite guy in WWE. But I think he's kind of fucking dumb. But I don't care. He's awesome. I hope he beats fucking Brock on Sunday. I hope he whips his ass. The guy community. Plus, I think WWE should build AJ's legacy to be bigger than CM Punk's. And that's why I want to see him hold the belt until like the Royal Rumble. Surpass Punk's run. Or at least drop it at the same time, because Punk won it from Survivor Series to Rumble, like following year, and AJ pretty much do the same thing, except he won it a few weeks before Survivor Series. Pick one to hang out with, Ellsworth or Lio Rush? Ellsworth. I'm hanging out with Ellsworth.
Got directions to the nightclub here. And if you get lost, just hit me on the old horn. Tom's my best friend, but ever since he bought a new house, it's a $10 number. Oh, okay.
Because if I'm hanging out with Ellsworth, I'm starting to look real good with the ladies. That little Lio Rush, he's little, but he's sexy. The Beef Master versus the Meat Castle. I don't know who's going to win that match. Probably Meat Castle. Beef Master.
The king has gone crazy, making 10 nuggets just $1. Crazy, right? Crazy crispy, crazy juicy. 10 nuggets made of crazy delicious white meat for just $1. Now that's a crazy deal. Enjoy 10 golden nuggets for just $1. Only at Burger King. Not getting enough cash back for that credit card? Turn to the nerds.
CM Punk is the best WWE ever had. I don't think I've ever disagreed with a sentiment more. I like CM Punk. Best they've ever had. Come on. Like, when you compare his in-ring work to just about anybody, Eddie Guerrero was 10 times better than CM Punk in the ring. And CM Punk was pretty good in the ring. But, no. Best ever? I don't see it. I think Edge's legacy in WWE is better than CM Punk, too. Fuck, come on, Beckham. Give me another catch here. Let me win this week. I really screwed myself. Yeah, so my big winners this week, Mark Ingram got me like 30 points, Julio Jones got me 22, and now I got Beckham with about 20. So those are my big contributors this week. Wow, if I pull off this victory, that'll be nice. Pretty good for my farewell fantasy season, because I'm never playing again after this year. All right, here we go. It looks like we got the Lashley and Elias match now. Is Elias going to get a regular ring entrance, or is he going to perform? Why is Lashley wearing sunglasses? You look like a dumbass. But I guess he's trying to be a heel now, so... Yeah, matching headbands, matching glasses. They're fucking adorable. Leo Rush's little vest. Baby Gap. Wow, that Twitter poll is pretty much split. We got a guy on Twitter with AJ Styles' Twitter handle, AJ Styles' picture. And he says, if AJ Styles loses to Brock again clean, I am done. Officially done. Okay, he's still the champion. Let me guess, you're slightly biased? I'm just going to take a wild guess here. You're a big fan of AJ Styles. Oh, and he's also your cover photo. So he's your avatar, your banner, and your name. And you're telling me that you're going to be mad if he loses? I'm not surprised. If I was as big a fan as AJ as you, I'd be upset too. Don't blame you. I'm not even listening to Leo Rush. And why is Bobby Lashley showing me his ass? Get your ass out of my face. I hope your glasses fall off. What the fuck am I looking at? Thank you, Elias. We interrupt this fucking ass parade. Oh, Elias is getting a text message. I was texting him. I said, I was making a request. Why is Lashley wearing the glasses? It just doesn't look right on him. Like, if you're gonna wear glasses, then I think you should wear like an outfit, like a attire, like a vest, like Leo Rush is wearing. Because he's just out there in his black gear. That'd be like Stone Cold coming down to the ring wearing glasses. He would look ridiculous. Oh, Elias is calling me. Yeah? How old is he? Oh, he's asking. Oh, he's 10? Okay. Yeah, he looks like 10. I thought maybe 11 or 12. Oh. I'm done. I hung up on him. He talked about Bobby Lashley being bent over. Nope.
Lashley. I agree. Listen, you shut up, you clown. You're a clown, Elias.
You're a clown, Elias. I wear glasses now. You can't mess with me.
Trying to be funny. Why don't you walk down here and say it in my face?
Yes, I'm still watching, you stupid ass Roku. Don't interrupt a Bobby Lashley promo. It's just magic.
And say any of your little funny stuff in my face. Lashley. Hey, let me tell the whole world something right now. Bobby Lashley sucks.
He sucks even with the glasses, Elias.
I'm gonna shut that little toddler's mouth up. I tried to help you, okay?
Your crazy aunt. I'm gonna make a dish that my crazy aunt used to make before she died in the bath. But no, your aunt likes him. He's a sexy beast. That's a real guitar, so he's not gonna smash that over anybody's head. Spice Girls want to open for Elias. That sign. I forgot Lashley did sing once, didn't he?
Everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias?
This match is going to determine the final member of the Raw Survivor Series team. It happens live next.
All right, final member. Moondog Spot versus Jinder. Couldn't even imagine that match. I'm gonna go Moondog on that. Moondog, the other Moondog, Rex, was the first smash of Demolition before they brought in Darso.
Make contact. Bring back solutions for our dying planet. Each of us had our own reasons for boarding this ship.
I think Lashley's probably going to win this match, but it's not going to be at the expense of a burial of Elias. God, you fans in that word burial, what is with you guys? Loss doesn't equal burial. You got Leo Rush out there being a little fucker, a little prick. He'll do something. But I mean, I think like Lashley is better served being on the team. Elias can just come out in Staples Center and perform. Catherine, they are in LA, so what if Rock shows up? What if Elias is out there strumming the guitar? He doesn't need to be on the 5-on-5 team. He'll just get eliminated. If he comes out there with a guitar and does a segment, and then The Rock shows up, and they sing together, that's going to be like instant pussy boner for all the girls in the audience. I've been wanting that. I've been calling it since WrestleMania. I've been wanting that Rock and Elias segment. I think it's going to happen one day, and when it does, it's going to be glorious. Yeah, I'm stealing it, Bobby Roode. Road Warriors and the Dudleys, 90 versus 01. I'll go Road Warriors. Man, Hawk was unbelievably good and athletic and talented. Especially back then when he was younger. Such a big bastard and he could fucking move around and fly like that. I loved that era. Road Warriors. Or LOD. I didn't like 84 Road Warriors were green as shit. It wasn't, they didn't get seasoned until like the late 80s and then mid to late 80s. 84 they were just still pound you back then. They were just big muscly, not a lot of training, just big and bad and would Idaho the hell out of you and botch. I don't think they were nearly as polished in 84 as they were in like 1990. I thought they were a much better team in 90. Intimidating as fuck in 84. Jesus. The way they looked. And the way they were built, too. The way they were put over teams. Absolutely. They were unbeatable. But as far as like the match being good, I think it would take a later version of LOD to make a match with Dudley's. Fun to watch. Otherwise, it would be a beefy clusterfuck. All right, Odell Beckham, are you catching any passes? Come on. You need like 10 fucking yards. Nope, I'm not there yet. I'm still down by 0.12. I mean, if it does turn out to be Lashley, I mean, that's going to be a beefy team. I mean, Ziggler and Balor even it out a little bit, but fuck, you got McIntyre, Strowman, and Lashley. You talk about a beef castle. That should be the name of the goddamn team. Hell, even if Elias won, it would still be a beef castle because he's a beefy bastard anyway. Yeah, LOD was originally a lot of guys. Jake Roberts was in LOD. I think Bundy. A bunch of guys were part of the original like Legion of Doom back in the day, but WWE adopted the name when they got the Road Warriors. I don't know why they just didn't leave them the Road Warriors. I think it was just because there was a bunch of fucking Warriors already. You had Ultimate Warrior. And even Kerry Von Erich was there. They weren't calling him the modern day Warrior when he came in. He was a Texas Tornado, but still. Maybe WWE just wanted to not have a Warrior in there since the Ultimate Warrior was there. We got two Nickys on fucking TV. You got Nikki Cross, Nikki Bella. We've had Shane McMahon. We've had Shane Helms. We got Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode. We got Michael Cole. We got Adam Cole. Who else? Thank you, Multi-Apples. I hope you subscribe and come again. All right. Now we got a good amount of people in here. Hook me up with a like if you have not yet already. Lio Rush. Lio Rush pulling the Bobby Heenan. Los Angeles. See, that's cool. They didn't even have Lashley beat him. I can live with a finish like that. It doesn't bury Elias. Elias does not need to be on the 5-man team. He just doesn't need to be. He'd be like the first guy eliminated. And now he gets to beat the shit out of Lio Rush. Somebody's finally going to get him, or is Rush going to scurry away? I was about to say, I say save it. Let Lio Rush get away. Come on, Rush, run. There he goes. Nope. Oh, maybe Rush isn't going to get away. I kind of want to see Rush survive. I want to see him escape. I think the longer they wait to have him get fucking murdered, the better it's going to be when he finally does. Oh, that's all you did is just throw him out? That was a good bump, though. All right, so Elias lost via countout. Lashley is on the team. No problem. It's not that simple, M. Dion. It's not. They didn't do anything wrong. He fucking lost by countout. Who cares? His role on the show is different. Like, if he made the 5-man team, all that would happen is he would be the first person fucking eliminated. Now, it opens him up to maybe do something else at Staples. Maybe he just shows up and performs. That's his role. That's why he hasn't been involved in any meaningful storylines, because WWE doesn't feel like he needs to be. I think he should be, but they're just like, hey, just go out there and perform and let the fans chant along with you. That's your job. That's your role. So, hell, now maybe he can come out in Survivor Series and entertain us. I'd much rather see Elias on the guitar than Elias in a fucking 10-man tag. So, I, for one, do not give a shit that he just did not win that match. And hell, for me and Catherine being at the show, Catherine, if you want to take in Elias, your odds just went up. Because you're not going to really be able to take much of him in if he's in the 10-man tag. All those introductions go so quick, and then the match starts, and like, man. Kentucky Fried Chicken and Waffles. I actually run chicken and waffles at my restaurant as a special at brunch. It sells good. But I don't know if I would eat KFC chicken and waffles. Oh my god, so I've got a new neighbor. I think he just moved in. He's loud as fuck. I can hear the music. Let me stomp on the floor. Shut the fuck up. Stupid ass music. I think he just moved in and he's just blaring his shit. I'm about to go knock on his fucking door. Tell him to knock it off. Recovery time. Yeah, you got it, Catherine. You better not faint when we're at the show, like laying all down on the ground and the peanuts and the spilled beer. You're gonna get all dirty. I ain't gonna help you up. You're gonna be on your own. I'm like, I don't know. She just passed out. Why? Did she have too much to drink? No, she had too much Elias. She fucking OD'd. OD'd on Elias. What's going on? We Are Pro Wrestling. How are you? We've got a fun Raw tonight. Yeah, I should. And the funny thing is, I don't even know for sure that it's somebody that's moved in. It's just I've never heard a peep out of downstairs ever. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing all this loud, like, thumping music. And all I can think of is it's somebody that's just moved in. So I'm only, like, speculating because I didn't even know anybody. I never heard anything down there. So whoever's down there is new. And he's just playing his music too fucking loud. It, like, rattles the whole of my keys on, earlier today it was happening. My keys that are hanging up on my, I got like a little welcome thing in my door where I hang my sunglasses and keys and shit. My keys were rattling because of the fucking bass. And this is like a nice neighborhood. We don't have like morons living here. It's not a cheap place to live. So this fucker needs to turn his shitty music off. And it's shitty music to boot, you know, like I can hear it through the wall. Whatever he's listening to sucks. So I have an enemy in my building. It's okay, I'm on the top floor. I'll piss down on his balcony. I'll tell when I take my litter box and empty the cat shit, I'll dump it all on his fucking porch. Enjoy. Mariah Carey. I used to be in love with her when she first hit the scene. My God. Chrisley? I can't. I just can't right now. I hear you. We Are Pro Wrestling. It seems like every day I'm telling myself, oh, just getting shit ready for my next episode. There's another one coming. I gotta finish up one tonight. Luckily, I have like hardly any work to do on it. I'm guessing 10-15 minutes tops. And then I just gotta put the little dot my I's, cross my T's, and get that shit to YouTube. Alright, we're finally getting Alexa Bliss. She's gonna come out here and announce this team, I guess. Mickey James, you are looking cougarific, as always. Yeah, she does. Alexa Bliss does. She looks like she's getting ready to present a case in court. Yeah, she kind of does. I like it. She pulls that look off. I almost lost my mind last week when she was out there. You know what's funny about the fans? They give so much shit to the CFOs, yet they love all their songs. Like it's the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know why people give them shit. They've created some pretty fucking iconic themes with Bobby Roode and Nakamura and Finn Balor and, you know, everybody. I think they're doing a good job in the company, but for some reason, like, I see a lot of fans, like, making fun of them. I'm like, you're the one that loves Finn Balor's theme, motherfucker. Or the DX band. I'm probably going to go CFOs because they've just created more themes. DX band didn't do a whole lot. Who'd they do? X-Pac and DX? And the singer died, right? I'm trying to remember his name. Warren? Chris Warren? I might be wrong. This is great. So Raw, is that, so are we going to get this this news of them not doing an overrun? Does that start tonight? Like, is it going to end here in 25 minutes? That's fabulous. Finally, Monday Night Raw is shorter than a fish song.
This Sunday is personal. Survivor Series is personal. It's all about proving that Raw will always be the A show and SmackDown will always be second best. And as captain of the Women's Survivor Series,
So are these three on there, I guess? Why would they be out there with her?
I demand it. That's why I put together the most talented team in Survivor Series history.
Packed for... I cannot believe Survivor Series is this fucking weekend. I gotta have my shit together. I'm working like every day. You're all packed up?
Natalia.
Makeup. All I'm bringing is a bar of soap. And like 2 t-shirts. And a pack of gum.
Channel all of that rage towards SmackDown.
It's gonna be fun.
Now let me introduce the rest of my Survivor Series team.
Yes, let's do that, Alexa.
Loyal friend, 6-time champion, future Hall of Famer, Mickie James.
Nikki, Nia, Tamina, Sasha, and Bailey? I don't know.
Raw Women's Champion, Evolution's Battle Royal winner, and someone that I hope that we can put our past differences aside. The irresistible force, Nia Jax. A fierce competitor. Someone who
A fierce competitor. Somebody's been off TV forever, and even when she was on TV, never won any matches. I give to you, Tamina. Yay, golf clap. She literally got a golf clap from the audience.
Now you can all probably see that my team is one superstar short. I thought you could count, so I thought I would tell you.
So is she wrestling?
I was thinking long and hard about who truly deserves to be on my Survivor Series.
She said one person short.
We'll win no matter what. We'll do anything to win. We'll risk anything to win. Even friendship. And
Oh, pile driver over forcible entry by a mile.
come to a joint decision. The winner of this next match will indeed be the 5th team member of Team Raw.
Am I missing a team member here? Or is Alexa really wrestling?
So Sasha Banks is going after Erderway on the Team Monday Night Raw to join Tamina, Nia, Mickie James, and of course Natalia.
What's shaking, Sasha? Hair is as purple as always. Unbelievable. Who's the fifth? Who's the other member then? I know Alexa's dealing with concussions, but she said there's one spot left to fill, but all I saw in there was Mickie, Tamina, and Nia. I thought Alexa was the captain without competing. Maybe she is competing. Am I missing something here? Oh, Natalia. Oh, Natalia. Thank you. I didn't even know she was on the team. Oh, so they're going to do this match now? WWE, if you want to save money, cut these stupid inflatable things out of your budget. Do we need that? I don't know, the Raw women's team looks kind of weak. We know, Michael Cole, we're not fucking dumb. Yeah, I'd put Ruby on the team for sure. I didn't know Natalya was on the team. I guess she said it. I wasn't listening. I was probably too busy talking. But I was like, what is she talking about? But now we're only going to get one of these two. Bailey or Sasha, which means what happens to the other one? They're not even going to be on the show? It sucks.
This new Little Caesar's thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni?
I'm going to go bigger affair. I'm going to go Edge and Lita because that had... It was just more in the public eye. Triple H and Stephanie was all kind of taking place behind the scenes. And people knew what was going on, but not really out until it was too late. Like, the Edge and Lita thing, like, blew up right in the middle of it all happening. Matt Hardy was released. I mean, Ed, and Chyna left WWE as well and didn't re-sign. But I think there was more drama around Edge and Lita and Matt because Chyna kind of just went away. And then the Matt and Edge and Lita thing got weird. Then Matt came back. Oh yeah, I guess technically this is the main event of Raw, isn't it? I didn't think about that. Yeah, Sasha and Bailey is the main event. Sheamus, I'm not a fan of your yellow thing happening there. Sasha wins. Bailey turns heel after the match. Maybe, but like this is your go-home show to Survivor Series. You know, I just... Maybe. Maybe. I don't know how it would fit in heading into Survivor Series. I mean, then Sasha would be on the team, and then what? Does Bailey do something at Survivor Series? Does she show up? Does she play a role? Maybe, because I think you got to figure out a way to not have Raw win. Or I'm thinking of the men's match. I guess SmackDown is going to have... They got to win the men's match, so the Raw women might have to win on the 5-on-5 there. So I don't know if a Bailey heel turn would even matter right now. It would be odd timing, basically, because there would be no follow-up at the pay-per-view. There would be no way to, unless she just interferes in the match and attacks Sasha for some reason. But then she's screwing over all of Monday Night Raw. I'd like to see some sort of a heel turn happen between the two, but maybe just hold on until it, like, fits better. Because usually the thing that is going to close out a go-home show should be promoting the pay-per-view that's coming up. If you have a heel turn and have some storyline twist, that's not doing anything to promote Survivor Series. That's just like, hey, I turned heel. Tune in next week. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that works or not. Alright, well, we're on commercial here. I'll go grab one final beverage before we get to Sasha and Bailey. Alright, final match. Alright, perfect timing. Bell's rung. Sunny D or Capri Sun. Capri fucking Sun, bitch. Man, I used to drink those all the time in like grade school. A little pouch. I remember soccer practice. We'd all be drinking those Capri Suns, man. I don't think I ever drank Sunny Delight. Or Sunny D.
And I hate to go where you go on this, Grace, but sometimes you never know. Sasha Banks can be a bit of a wild card.
So we got everybody out there. We got Mickey out there. We got Tamina, Nia, Alexa.
Mickey James, along with the captain of the team, Alexa Bliss. Natalia is the 5th member of the team. Natalia is had a very emotional evening and was given the rest of the night off per the goddess. Oh, what a knee. And then the assault by the
Marlboro Camel. I do not smoke cigarettes.
Bailey be the better fit.
I read they were bad for you.
Environment. Sasha Banks is so selfish. She only cares about her.
There's like this article. It's like, hey, you better not smoke. You'll die. And I'm like, oh, I better not do that then. So I didn't.
And watch this knee by Sasha Banks now.
Oh, ow. It wasn't to the jaw, Michael Cole. It was to the temple. Learn your body parts, you moron.
Representing my team in Survivor Series. As a 4-time women's champion, Sasha Banks has accomplished so much here in WWE. One of the real trailblazers of the women's evolution.
There's a guy named, that's weird, named Sonny Dillman. You called him Sonny D. I knew a guy named Mickey Davenport, and we called him Mickey D. Mickey D and Sonny D could make a good tag team. Call him the Douche Patrol. Because that Mickey was a fucking ass.
Wait a minute. Listen, what are you talking about? You think Natalia is going to be able to get along with Mickey James with all the problems they've had? Listen, let's take another look at this athleticism, which, yes, the boss possesses in spades.
Yeah, it is Stella. Stella is my go-to casual drinking beer. I usually always have that in the fridge.
Oh my gosh. You're ridiculous. Do you understand this? Do you hear what comes out of your mouth?
Renee giving it to Corey Graves.
Renee, you can't talk to me that way. Looking down at Tamina. And Bailey now. This vintage Bailey, but caught by Banks.
Oh my god.
Sasha doing what she needs to do to try to win this match to advance to Survivor Series on Sunday.
This is a bad spot for both these women. They've been on the same team for some time now, but tonight it's going to come down to who wants it more.
Very, very unique counter familiarity.
Yeah, we've all seen the Alexa stuff floating around. I'm not gonna consider anything truth until it just comes out of WWE's mouth or hers. But she's got concussion issues. You know, right now they might just be monitoring her, just keeping her off keeping her out of the ring indefinitely until they figure out if she can work again. But apparently she's had more than one concussion, which isn't good, especially today. Has Beckham caught a fucking pass yet? Oh, that would have been it right there, and he missed it. Fuck. Let me see if he's caught anything else. I'm still down by 0.12. There's only 10 minutes left. God, if I lose by 1/10 of a point. Get back in there, Odell, and catch something. Oh, it's a tie game. Just catch one pass, Odell. God. One fucking pass.
One of these two women will join them. And Sasha really hurting, still favoring the right knee. Oh, hung up on a second row.
Yeah, what I'm hoping is worst case, Alexa's not retired. She's just going to be out of the ring for a while.
So close with a friend.
I've never had that many friends in this business. I don't know. Yeah, you stabbed too many in the back. And look at now,
All
Bailey.
right, Eli's got the ball. Toss one over to Odell.
Stab you in the front, Cole. And here we go now. Watch this. Bailey hanging Sasha up. Second row.
Oh, and Eli's getting sacked. Oh, fuck. Not good.
These women proud of everything they've accomplished. Proud to be a part of Monday Night.
Damn.
Bailey is locked right now for the second time in this match. The knee connecting.
I mean, this match, even with Raw not having an overrun, it's going to go a decent amount of time. We still have 13 minutes left till the top of the hour. We got to go to a commercial here. They just both fell out of the ring. Yep, there they go. Commercial. What is it with these water bottle flipping fuckers? One of my really good friends, his son is like, I don't know, maybe 8, and he's like obsessed with it. He puts it on Facebook all the time. He's like, he flipped one on top of the house, and he wanted to take a picture with it. And, oh my God.
Hey, little lugs, want to snowboard with us?
Sounds great. Count me in.
I think Raw has just been one big giant fucking piss break. That's what it feels like.
Smoking as a team can stunt your lungs, keeping them little forever.
Yeah, I for one am thrilled with the overrun not happening. Overrun is so stupid. You don't need it. I think the whole reason it happened before was because of the Monday Night Wars. You know, they would try to go long, you know, so people would tune in, or when Nitro went off, they tune over to Raw, vice versa. But you don't need an overrun now. You're not competing with anything. What's the fucking difference? I'm glad USA put their foot down. Say, no, motherfuckers, you got 2 hours of SmackDown. You don't need 3 hours and 20 minutes of Raw. Stupid.
Endless video games for $19.99 only at Dave & Buster's.
You gotta think about this real hard. What are you fighting for? You got people that need you now. That's exactly why I can't lose.
Flip cup drinking games, my god. Yeah, I suck at those too, kind of. I'm not a big beer ponger either. That's how old I am. Like, my generation was pre-beer pong. Wasn't even a thing. When I was, like, in college, like, I'm sure it existed, but I never saw it. I never went to a place where there was beer pong being played. This seems like all new, like the last 15 years or something, so... Now, everywhere I go, every motherfucker's playing beer pong. The only drinking games I played like Asshole and Quarters and shit like that. Never played beer pong. WrestleMania. Tito is nowhere to be found. Neither. My routine has been working out. Every week I feed him right before I go live. I call them into the kitchen. I'm like, come on, let's eat. And I give them a little bit of food. That way they won't bother me. And as soon as they eat, one of them usually take a shit. But they'll both go, kind of go lay down. So they're not bothering me tonight.
It's laminated. Try caramel M&Ms. This is a large 3-topping pizza from Domino's. You can carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a 3-topping handmade pan pizza from Domino's. And now you can also carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a logo from Domino's. And it's the
I think it varies between SmackDown and Raw. There's some weeks where I think SmackDown destroys Raw, and there's others where I think Raw's a better show. I think they both can be good and they can both suck on any given week. You know, and sometimes what winds up happening is we get them sucking consecutive weeks in a row, kind of like now, to where it's like, fuck, is it ever going to get better? Body shots. I never did body shots either. I did some shots where you would, like, run the liquor down like an ice, like, little funnel or something, and you drink it. You, like, kneel down and it'd go in your mouth. I did that a couple times. I was a pretty good. I could do keg stands. I was actually good. Those did exist in my day. Keg stands, and I was actually pretty good. Because I could already do a handstand as it was, just like regular. Oh, they're gonna DQ this, but if I'm on a keg and they're holding my feet, I was able to drink. I was proud of my keg standing abilities. If I did it now, I'd probably pass out. So this match is a DQ? Alexa, you whore? You did that? You orchestrated this?
Didn't win the match, and Sasha didn't win the match. Allow me to introduce my 5th member.
Who is it?
Team Raw,
Who's injured?
Ruby Riott.
Oh, Ruby Riott. Hey, I like it. The fans don't give a shit. But this is good. Weren't we just saying that a minute ago? Where's Ruby Riott? She should be on the team. So they're going to put Ruby on the same team as Natalya? Good idea. Yeah, right? What was the point of even having the match? Oh, is Becky here? Yeah, because there's time left. There's 7 more minutes. Becky's got the armbar on Ronda. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, Becky's not going to beat Ronda. God, I put out a tweet about Becky being a heel the other day, and so many people were like, she's not really a heel. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yes, she is. What she just did right there, that's a heel. That's awesome, though. I'm glad she did that. Ronda's like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh my God, that was SmackDown Women's Champion
Everybody in the ring is like, oh snap. There's still 6 minutes left. What are they going to do? She's coming to the ring? She nuts? How much you want to bet she's got all the SmackDown people with her and it's going to end in a brawl, right? The man shows no fear. God, she's smoking hot. There they are. I'm about to say, the rest of the SmackDown crew's got to be there. What a surprise! This happens every year. We didn't see it coming. I like that they're ending it with the women and not the men, though. That's cool. Every year it's the same scenario, but with the men. There's Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte and Becky working together right here. Maybe the four horsewoman thing can happen. Is Ronda going to hit the ring or no? We got the Iconics out there. We got people not even in the fucking match out there. I liked it. Oh, Becky. Oh, man. Becky got smacked in the mouth. She didn't lose a tooth. Oh my God, Becky might have broke her nose. God, I hope she didn't. Oh, here comes Ronda. Damn, she's jumping in there. Did she take, who did you just take out there? Charlotte? No, she took out Mandy. Nice. Yeah, see, with Becky doing all this damage to Rousey, she's not going to beat her at Survivor Series. She's not going to do that. God, she's busted open. I hope she's going to be all right. I really hope she didn't break her nose. That's going to make the match very difficult. I mean, her face looks mangled. Ooh. Jesus, Becky. Oh, man. That's awesome, though. Oh, my God, Becky. I don't know where she got caught by somebody. I mean, she's fine. It's just like if she broke her nose or something, she's going to have some black eyes and she's going to look like a mess by Sunday. And it's going to be really hard to have a good match if you got a broken fucking nose. I mean, the way she's bleeding, it makes me think she broke her nose. Oh, man. That sucks. It's got to be so painful, too. I mean, Becky's a warrior. She'll be fine, but it's just going to be really, like, it's just think about, like, if you have a broken nose, just taking a back bump, just falling on the back of your head, everything is going to fucking hurt. A lot. It's one thing if you're, like, a basketball player, you know, like, you're not taking shots to the face every 5 seconds, but look at her. She's not even selling it. She's like, yeah, blood, broken nose. Who cares? Becky's awesome. Becky, you're even beautiful with a broken-ass nose, girl. I know she could do a protective face mask. I just don't want her to. I don't want to have the match, you know, compromised in any way. I hope it's a cut. I really hope Becky has a cut rather than a broken nose. A cut you can work through. Hell, a cut you can even open back up during the show, which would be awesome. But a broken nose is just going to make things really uncomfortable for her. And it could potentially affect the quality of a match with an injury like that. But no, I think the blood on her eye is just from the nose. I think it's the nose is what's bleeding. Yeah, Becky is. She's that friend. Will fuck a bitch up. I like it. I mean, they're making this feel like it's a big matchup. And look at the way Becky is.
What do you mean you don't know what's going on? Weren't you watching what was going on? Becky Lynch just decimated the entire Raw Women's Survivor Series team. All of the women from SmackDown just invaded.
What do you want him to do about it, Stephanie? You dumbass?
How the hell do you not know? Are you the acting general manager? Well, obviously you're not doing a very good job. No, you don't know anything.
Oh, Stephanie. I would pay money to have her talk to me like that. It'd be the worst day of her life. I'll out promo you, bitch. Talk to me like that. Raw goes off the air with Stephanie McMahon screaming at a motherfucker. Wonderful. F off, Stephanie. Well, yeah, you know what's going to happen now. Raw will just show up tomorrow. Maybe Ronda Rousey shows up on SmackDown, fucks up some people. I just hope Becky's alright. That's all I hope. Yeah, I'm hoping it's something like a cut or something like that, but I'm guessing the way her nose is bleeding, you know, blood doesn't usually pour out of the nose like that unless you, like, get it broken, so I'm just worried that... What the fuck is this? Invited by Travis? Real country? No, I'm not gonna watch this. No, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, like, F off, Stephanie. What the fuck? Hey, dude. What are you doing, man? They were just asking about you. Say hi to everybody, at least. Say hi. You can't sit up here right now. Plus, I gotta see if Odell Beckham got these fucking .10 points. Or .12 points. Not yet. God. Dude. There's only 2 minutes left. I'm going to lose by 1/10 of a point. Oh, that's heartbreaking. No, he didn't. Well, Giants have the ball. Well, if you're trolling me, they got the ball right now. Eli's about to shoot a pass, not to Odell. Yeah. Yeah, this one was Bub. That wasn't Tito. Yeah, we got blood tonight. Ronda Rousey got beat up by Becky in the locker room. Then Becky showed up and attacked the Raw women. And then the SmackDown roster showed up. And there was a big brawl. And Becky might have gotten her nose broke is what it looks like. And that's kind of scary. So she looked a lot like the Blue Meanie from One Night Stand. She definitely did. She definitely did. Yeah, I kind of like the ending. I was kind of curious, like, what were they doing with the Sasha and Bayley main event, and why would they do that? And when the match ended as early as it did, then you had to think that something was going to happen. So Becky showed up and attacked in the locker room. That was great. And then the big brawl. So we'll probably see something similar tomorrow night on SmackDown, I would guess. Your Team Becky, Catherine? I'm kind of Team Becky, too. I'm just expecting Ronda to win. Like, that's what I'm expecting them to do. That's probably what I would do. Because I want to, you know... It's the same logic of everybody that was upset about Asuka losing. Why would you end Asuka's streak? Why would you do that? Well, why would you end Ronda's streak? You know, so it's the same thing, you know? Like, with Ronda, the way she's been going so far, she's been doing really well. And I think when she finally does lose, number one, it needs to be clean. I don't want to see any interference or anything like that. It should maybe be a clean victory to where it's like a big statement victory, kind of like beating Brock, which I think can happen at WrestleMania. But until then, she should be, I think she should survive everybody she comes across. And you can still make it, you know, there's a difference between losing a match and being buried. And I've said it the last couple of weeks in my shows that if Becky goes in there like Benoit did against Angle in 2003 at the Royal Rumble and just puts on an exquisite match with Ronda Rousey, they tear the house down. Becky almost fucking beats her. I mean, like almost to the point where she should have beat her, but just fell a little bit short. And Ronda finally taps her out and then grabs her belt and leaves the ring. And it leaves Becky laying in the ring by herself, beaten. And she stands up. The crowd gives her a standing ovation. She gets out of the ring. She hobbles to the back while the fans are applauding her. Her stock just fucking rises. She had a great fucking main event match, or main event caliber match with Ronda Rousey. Barely lost. Didn't get squashed, nothing like that. And she's still champion and will live to fight another day. I see like nothing wrong with that at all. Like nothing. So a simple loss, you know, in defeat, provided the match is, you know, booked well, loss isn't going to hurt anybody. It's not like it's a burial or anything like that. I don't really get Alexa's team either, but whatever. What are you going to do? It kind of it leaves now Bayley and Sasha completely off the show. They got nothing to do virtually at Survivor Series when so many other women have got spots on the show. They don't. I don't know where they're going to fit in. Yeah, I'm about as happy with the work of Becky Lynch right now as I have ever been about her in my fucking life. She's amazing. All right, do the Giants have the ball here? 2 minutes left. Throw a fucking pass to Odell Beckham. 10 yards. Come on. All right, here's the snap. Nope. Nah, shit. Oh, we got a flag on that. Yeah, all I need, it's just so funny. Like, this is the story of my fantasy fucking football life. I don't need anything here. All I need is one goddamn catch, and I'm going to win. Despite me making some stupid roster decisions and starting the wrong people. I'm still going to win, provided Odell catches the best receiver on this game, has to catch one pass in the next 2 minutes. And if that doesn't happen, I'm going to lose by 1/10 of a point. Story of my life. Motherfucker. But yeah, Raw tonight. Raw was a pretty bad show tonight. For a go-home show, we didn't see much. I didn't think it was very good until the very end. I really liked the end. I thought the women's brawl was great. Thought Becky showing up was awesome. We got the final members of the Raw team announced with Bobby Lashley making the team and Finn Balor. So that's set. I guess we have a captain. We have Gable and Rude set to captain the Raw team, but for the tag teams, but they're yet to announce the other teams that were in the Battle Royal to be a part of the match, so they'll probably do that. Oh, OBJ just caught one? Did I miss it? Let's check again. How many yards did he get? Just 2 yards? Oh, it got me nothing. Now I'm projected to win by 1/10 of a point. So basically, they're thinking that he's going to catch one pass. Yeah, I'm still not here. So if he caught a pass, it got me nothing. All right, you got to catch one more pass. Oh, is it a penalty? Oh, yeah. Fuck. He targeted him again, too. Hey, that's a good idea, Dawn. They should do that. That's actually the exact match they should do. Sasha Banks and Bayley versus the Iconics. Why not? Totally. You got 2 of the Riot Squad members there, too, so maybe you could take Riot Squad and Sasha and Bayley and put them together. Well, that would be stupid. But they could take on 4 SmackDown women that have nothing to do, like the Iconics. And who else is missing from a match on SmackDown? Is there any other girls? We got another flag. Just catch a goddamn pass. I hope it does go to overtime. I need fucking Odell. Oh, I cannot believe if I lose by. I'm gonna. I'll be texting him if I lose. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, Mandy Rose has no match, right? Because she came out and tried to pretend like she was the captain. So if you add the Riot Squad, Becky Bailey, Mandy Rose, the Iconics, one more. There's got to be one more. Who else is? I'm trying to think of who else is on SmackDown. What other female is there? Melas and Naomi, all them girls are in matches. Who are we missing? Zelina. What about Zelina Vega? Fucking poor Almas doesn't even do anything. All right, Kat. I'll see you later. See you on Friday. I told her I'm gonna have a big sign when you fly in from the airport saying "Welcome home from prison." It's gonna be big and sparkles. I'm gonna put glitter all over it. It's gonna be awesome. About to embarrass the fuck out of you. So yeah, say goodnight to Catherine. If any of y'all are gonna be in LA and want to hang out, let us know. We'll be down. Pretty good night tonight too. Little smaller audience than normal, but you know, still a decent Raw. Or decent Raw stream. Why do I keep... So I'm having the sign out of YouTube thing too. I keep getting signed out of YouTube. Left and right. What's going on? One of y'all in the chat here a minute ago said you were having the same problem. YouTube just keeps signing me out. I don't know why. But yeah, make sure you subscribe too. Hang out every Monday night. I'll be up here. So this is the plan. I think a week from tonight, I should be up live streaming to Raw. I don't see why not. It's going to be a busy weekend. I ain't ruling out a hangover, but I'm going to try to be up here and stream the post Survivor Series Raw. I'm going to be tired, but I'm going to be up here next week doing it. If for any reason I'm not, I'll let you guys know on Twitter. And now is a good time to follow me over on Twitter. Because this weekend, I'm not going to be able to be on YouTube very much since I'm going to be in LA for the show. So if you want my thoughts, if you want to see pictures or see my experience from Survivor Series, go and give me a follow right now over on the Twitter, and you can kind of follow my journey this weekend. And then I guess on Friday, I'll probably wait till Friday because tonight in a few hours I'm going to finish up my This Day in History video that's set to be released tomorrow on the 13th. Since I'm doing that on Tuesday, I will wait till Friday to give you my predictions video. So check back to the channel on Friday for all my Survivor Series predictions, and then tomorrow you'll get a nice little video on Eddie Guerrero. I think it'll warm your heart. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I might live stream with Catherine. I don't have a laptop that I can take. My laptop sucks, so I don't think I can even do anything while I'm there. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna bring it. Maybe I can work something out. And I don't know if you can live stream from your phone. There might be some sort of a video. Maybe just a short video that I'm just gonna take on my phone and upload from my phone. Whatever I do, I'm gonna have to do it portably with my phone here. And then my shitty ass fucking 5-year-old laptop, I'll pull it out, charge it, see if I can get it to work. Maybe I can do something. But I don't know what kind of video I'm going to get up. But yeah, hopefully Catherine will be involved in it. She'll be up talking with me. Give our review on the show or whatever. I joked with her we should film a ride along on the way up to LA. I even tweeted out a couple days ago. I watched that show. I don't really watch it, but I see a few episodes, the ride along on the WWE Network. Imagine if that shit was around in the 1980s, the pairings that you could come up with. Like, imagine a Mr. Fuji and Slick ride along. I would pay $9.99 a day to watch that, much less a month. I put Iron Sheik in just about every car possible. And all sorts of guys. Fucking put Sheik in there with Little Beaver and have him drive to the next town. Could you even imagine? Touchdown Giants who? Not Beckham. That was not Beckham, right? Damn. I'm going to lose. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to lose by 1/10 of a point. Ugh. Yep. That's it. I'm going to lose 129.82 to 129.70. That sucks. Super annoying. I'm texting, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. Not ducking, fucking phone. A Randy and Liz ride along, that would be interesting. God, Randy would be such a psycho. Get in the trunk! I'll cut a hole in the seat so you can talk to me through the trunk. That's what Randy would do. Yeah, I get money if I win. We have a pretty small league. First place I think is usually like $500, so not a lot. So it's not like a ton of money at stake, but still, it's like goddamn. Why are you standing there like that? Yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for Becky. Hoping she's all right. What's a kick below the belt? What did I miss? Yeah, all San Fran needs is 2 safeties. It sucks. They can't even tie the game to send it into overtime, which is what sucks even worse. And now if the Giants get the ball back, they're not going to be passing it. I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and there will be like a point correction or a score correction overnight and I'll get that 10th of a point. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Click right along would be good. He's texting me back right now. He goes, you had it on the last catch and then they called it holding and erased it. God damn it. Fuck. Story of my life. Oh, motherfucker with that music is starting again. Better blonde in WWE, Alexa, Mandy, or Liv? I'm gonna go Alexa. Gonna play some Xbox. Yeah, I got a couple things to do tonight too. I got a big fatty daddy steak in the fridge that I'm gonna cook up, and then I'm gonna finish my Eddie Guerrero video. And yeah, I'm gonna lay low and kind of chill out tonight too. And then I just work my balls off the rest of the week. I even work on Friday. I work all day long on Friday, and then I'm gonna run home, get my shit together, and then hop in the car, and I'm off to LA. Gonna pick up Catherine on my way there. And then it's then the next morning, got to get up so early to go to something to wrestle. I think we got to be there by like 11 in the morning, which sucks, but whatever. Edge and Lita 2005 ride along. Should be blowing them the whole way there. A live car ride along celebration is what it would be called. It took Kevin Nash like 2 days, but he finally liked my tweet this morning. I sent him when I was at work over the weekend. This guy brought in some crazy fucking wine. 2 really good wineries that even in their current year stuff, their 2017, their 2016, 2018 stuff is expensive wine. A bottle of one of these wines that was released this year on our wine list will probably run you about $130. And this guy brought in a 1994 and a 1996. He paid about $90 each for them at the time. Brought them both into the restaurant and with his wife, and they sat down. And I'm over there talking to him, and he he's like, we just brought these in. We have all this old stuff. My father passed away, and I've got all this wine. And I'm like, this bottle of wine that I'm opening for you right now would probably run you a couple $1,000s. And he opened up 2 of them. And then they drank about half bottle of each and gave me the other halves of the 2 bottles. So I took a picture of them because there was only one person in the wrestling world I could think of that would appreciate it, and it's Kevin Nash, because he likes wine and he drinks red wine, and I thought he would like it. Finally, he saw it. I was happy that at least he saw it, because I'm like, that's kind of rare to see shit like that old, especially those particular wines, and they could have turned out to be shitty, but they were stored and kept properly all these years, and they actually tasted marvelous when they could have been turned. Even the corks came out. Kevin Nash's beard would smell like Bud Light. Yeah, it might. I don't know if he drinks beer or not. I think he does, but I know he loves wine. Hey, Horseman 85 ride along. Vince, Pat, and Bruce ride along. A Vince ride along with anybody would be funny. Fucking Michael Hayes. I mean, the managers would have to be in, like, I'd do a manager's car. I'd put Slick and Fuji in the front seat, and I'd put Bobby Heenan and Jimmy Hart in the back seat. And record that shit. Be the highest rated fucking ride along ever. I'd put Randy Savage and George the Animal Steel together, because they feuded. They would have a fun ride along. Sonny and Sean one would be fun too. That would get X-rated. Evolution ride along? Yeah, maybe an Evolution ride along. That would be good too. Might be annoying, but it'd still be good. Jericho and Goldberg, sure. I could see any of those working. I just try to think of, like, the over-the-top personalities. You know, maybe like Goldust in his full Goldust outfit with, maybe Luna. Goldust and Luna. Maybe a Sherry Martel and Ultimate Warrior. That would be a good one. Sherry and Warrior. No, I don't know Sean Oliver personally. I think I exchanged a tweet with him once or twice, but don't know him. Those shoot interviews, man, they were always good. I feel like they're kind of like in the decline now, because now we're so much in the podcast world, and you've got, you know, Bruce Pritchard and Conrad and Conrad and Bischoff every week just telling stories of chronicling everything on a weekly basis, which is what kayfabe commentaries didn't do. You know, they do a lot of shoots and stuff like that, but now it's becoming a weekly thing. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's hard for them to keep up, but their shit's really good. All their stuff has been good. Pillman and Austin ride along. Yeah, that would be fun. I'm trying to think who else you could put Pillman with. Maybe like Pillman and Raven. That would be good. Kane and Katie Vick. Yeah, Katie Vick will be in the trunk. Yeah, but all like the wrestlers from back in the day, I just think, I'm like, man, if that shit was around back then, the fucking pairings. Oh, Cornette and Heenan ride along. They've done some shoots, some dual shoots together, though, so I've seen them interact. They're great together. I think you should put Bobby Heenan with somebody like Funaki. That would be great. Heyman and Cornette one, just listening to them two argue all the time. That would be great. Maybe Heyman and Cornette with, like, Captain Lou in the back seat. Oh, my God. Hell yeah. And then if you want to have, like, the whitest, most subdued ride-along in history, I'd put Gordon Solie with Mike Tenay. That'd be the most boring fucking conversation ever. Oh, my God. And it would be incredibly white. Man. You'd watch it and you'd be like, what the hell did I just whiteness? Yeah, Vince and Brett. I don't know. Brett would probably have a boring one too. Brett's kind of boring. I don't know who you'd put Brett with that would be even entertaining at all. Give me an Owen and Davey ride along would be great. Owen and Davey with fucking Yoko in the back seat or something. I don't know. No, what's up, Daniel Laurie? Oh, Mean Gene and Bliss. Oh, I would never wish that upon Alexa Bliss. That dirty fucker. Oh my god. That dirty fucker. Oh man, he's texting me again. I think he's rubbing it in. Whoops. Oh, Vince Russo and Vince McMahon. That would be I think that would be an annoying episode, bro. What? You know, like it'd just be like horrible. Like he'd talking to be annoying, and then the other one would talking to be annoying. Oh my god. God, I cannot believe I lost by 1/10 of a point, and my defense got -2 points. All they had to do was get 0. I would have won. Oh my god. Unreal. And JBL and Blue Meanie would be fun too. Oh man, so what do we get tonight? We get any new subscribers in here tonight? Yeah, maybe not that many tonight. 60 or so. We're getting there. We're almost we're making that push to 25,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here now. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a video to finish up tonight that'll be released in a few hours. I'm gonna cook some dinner and chill out. But sometime in the middle of the night, as you cross over into tomorrow, I'm gonna get that up to YouTube. So keep a lookout for that. And then I will be up here on Friday with a predictions video. And then I'm out of here. I'm off to Survivor Series. So this day in history tomorrow, predictions on Friday. Weekend will probably be blank unless I get some sort of a video from my phone uploaded to YouTube randomly while I'm in LA. And then after that, a week from tonight, next Monday, right after Survivor Series, post Survivor Series, Monday Night Raw, I'll be up here live streaming. And I might be drinking Gatorade instead of beer because I'm going to be hung over. So you guys have a good rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. It's always fun. Thanks for the support, the super chat, the comment, the conversation, all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. And I will catch you guys in a few hours for a TDIH. See you then. Bye.